Hello. Okay, there we go. What's up? Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, okay, cool. So, do some more Nuzlocke today. Gonna try to. Last time we were hoping to finish all the storylines, or all the bit badges rather, but we did not. We still have one badge left to go, so we're gonna try to do that, and then we're gonna try to do some of the final battles of some of these storylines, so that we can head off to the end game. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting way that they tie together all of the storylines at the end here. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Hopefully, I can remember the order that I need to do things in. Okay, let me. There we go. Okay. Everything looks okay. Should be good to go. So yeah, so I mean, I think we were basically at the final Team Star raid. That's what we were about to do. We fought a bunch of trainers and whatever, but I think we basically just were about to go into it. Making sure everything's accurate. I think the yeah. Alright, there's our team. Hope you can find Shine easy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not banking on it. It's a nice bonus if we can, but this is a Nuzlocke file, so it's always a nice, cool thing to have happen, but it's okay if we don't, because generally then we'll have to train them up and it gets a little bit scary, as was the case with Barry. Alright, so we're still one trainer short here. I think we fought this trainer already, right, before we ended. I was just about to go into the actual raid. So I mean, I think we'll just jump on into it. I don't see any reason to stall any longer on this. Just look at all my tabs. Okay, there we go. So we were gonna take crafting here, right? We just picked up Jawbreaker, so that's great. We're EV training these two up in the back and hoping that they'll level up enough. But the rest of these should be okay. Who are we taking in to lead? 1, 2, technically it should actually probably be Jawbreaker as our third Pokemon in the front here, just because these two are getting beat up by fighting types. Whereas Jawbreaker is super effective against them. We don't want her in the front though, because for the actual fight, she's too underleveled. She's like, I think the levels here are, I think we are, some of our Pokemon are a little overleveled now because of just progressing over here, because the last Titan was like the same level as this fight, from what I understand. It's like around 55. So now I think we're slightly overleveled on some of them, but not everybody. And that's okay. Let's just head on into this last fight. Oh yeah, look, there she is right there. You're pretty skilled. Not many trainers can shrug off my Pokemon's attacks like that. The same to you, Eri, was it? Your Pokemon have clearly spent a lot of time honing their moves. But I'm surprised to find the boss herself out here defending the gates. Don't you trust your grunts enough to put them on guard duty? Watch your mouth. I'm here because I don't want to risk anyone else getting hurt, that's all. What a benevolent boss. Now, if you want to get on with our battle, I'm already on my side. We won't say anything, we'll just walk a little closer. Oh my goodness, she was so cool. I agree, she's so cool. I like her face paint when you first hear her. She's like, makes her seem so like intimidating and like kind of like it's hard to know what her character's gonna be like, her personality's gonna be like, but actually she's just so cool. She's like definitely my favorite of the Team Star. of the 5 Team Star bosses. Yes, she's so sweet. Yeah, exactly. Let's just walk up and see what they're doing. Oh, we're walking right up to them. I want to have friends like the entire Team Star. Yeah, they're each other's greatest treasure. Except the Obo-chan, maybe. You're talking about, Ortega? Spoiled child. Orty? Yeah, I think someone calls it. I think that's what Eri calls him. Who are you? Chamomile, there you are. I started talking to this girl since she looked like she was with Team Star. Then she and her Pokemon came at me without warning. We were just battling it out. Riri, I knew you'd be out here. Carmen, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine, honestly. Now get away from here, it's not safe. I'll take over guarding the base, Riri. You should get back inside. No, I won't back down. I can't. Oh, Riri, you need to stop this. Until the big boss comes back, I have to protect all of you in the CAF squad. And everyone else in Team Star, too. That's why you should get back to the base and rest up, even just for a little bit. As the boss of this squad, I just can't. Riri, please, I'm your friend. Listen to what I'm saying. Fine, I'll go. I'm sorry, Carmen. Hey, that's no way to sign off. Let me hear a hasta la vista from you, nice and loud. Hasta la vista! I like how all the Team Star bosses they have, that's one of their like few animations is them doing the hasta la vista. I'm your opponent now, you two. Come on, I'll take you both down. Hey, Chamomile. My Pokemon and I are actually running on empty after that last battle. Sorry to spring this on you, but do you think you could handle this grunt alone? Yeah. Thanks. I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. I'll protect Riri with everything I have. You ready to battle? I'm so ready. Then here I come. Alright, let's see what you lead off with. Wah, 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 wah. Pow! Croagunk. Alright, we're not afraid of that. I mean, again, we're not afraid of fighting. The only thing we're concerned about is them potentially having Dark-type moves, because a lot of the fighting types do have Dark-type moves, especially the ones, you know, like... Because Dark-type is kind of similar to fighting, but it's more about, like, fighting dirty, right? But, in any case... We just Torch Song here, right? Blast them! Pow! Alright. Now it's game over for them. We kill the next one with a second Torch Song at +1. We're also a couple levels over, so we're like hitting them pretty hard. We're fast enough too. Primeape, I mean, I could see Primeape having a Stomping Tantrum or something like that. In fact, I imagine it must. It seems like a very obvious move for a Primeape to have. But, I don't think we're in danger. Yeah, there's the Stomping Tantrum. Like I said, I think she's fine. Yeah. Exactly as expected. Oh, did not kill. Okay, well, we survive a second Stomping Tantrum, especially after leftovers. Then what's the concern? Even a crit, Stomping Tantrum doesn't kill. We did not cancel. So one thing to be concerned about with Stomping Tantrum is it does double in power if it fails for some reason, but it did not fail there, obviously. It hit us, so we're not concerned about that. The only thing we could be worried about is a Dark-type move of some sort, but I don't think they have anything that's stronger than Stomping, gonna do more to us than Stomping Tantrum would. So goodbye. Oh, Screech. Just trying to set up. Well, too little too late. Whoa. Alright. I lost, but my defeat's not the one that matters. Even if all I did was buy Riri a bit of time, that's fine. My job here is done, so I'll head back inside. Hasta la vista. The way they like look up at you when they do the last swipe of the star is funny. They like are like following it down and they go, huh, and look you right in the eyes. I take it you defeated the guard out front. That base is run by Team Star's fighting crew, the Calf Squad. Their boss, Aerie, is a skilled wrestler and coaches the whole of Team Star in Pokemon battling. Of all the bosses, she'll likely be the most alert to hostilities after our declaration of war. It is kind of fitting in some sense that she's also the strongest of the bosses, given that she's like supposed to have the most training. Makes sense. She's also stronger than the gym leaders. She might try to stop this raid in its tracks by challenging you to battle before anyone else, but I guess maybe she would have trouble with like the psychic gym maybe, although I think her levels are probably high enough that, well, the psychic gym is pretty late, but I don't remember the exact levels. You're spot on. I knew it. Tell me what happened. This is me describing what happened. Yes, I did not open my mouth, but you heard the whole thing. She retreated? We're talking about the same area, right? Well, it seems there's nothing for it now but to attack the base head on. Wow. Gee, I'm so surprised you suggested that after suggesting it 4 other times. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Calf Squad off the map. There's a TM over there. I should technically go heal. Tiny bamboo shoot. Ooh, in prison. Oh man, speaking of in prison, so I was thinking of like, so the Charizard raid, the 7-star Charizard raids come back this weekend, right? So I missed the first one because I hadn't finished the game, nor had any of my friends, so there was nothing I could do about that. But it comes back this weekend and I am finished the game now. So I'm excited to do that. I want to catch that Charizard and maybe grind some materials and stuff. Looking forward to that. But I think I'm pretty, like, obviously, I think the Azumarill build is probably the correct way to do it, right? It's a fairy water type, so it resists all of the huge fire type moves that it has, and then is immune to the dragon type moves, and it hits super effectively with Play Rough, right? You can belly drum, Play Rough, and whatever. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's, like, the correct build to be using if you just want to make it as easy as possible. But I can't help thinking, since, like, with Terra Raids, one of the neat things, especially if you're targeting a specific Terra Raid every time, you know the moveset. I was like, you could so do something cheesy with Imprison. Like, I realized I was like looking at the moveset and looking at Pokemon that get Imprison and the moves. And actually, so that what surprised me is Slowpoke gets Imprison. That's not surprising. But it also, among the moves it gets, it can learn Fire Blast and Focus Blast, which are 2 of the moves that the Terra Charizard has. Which, I mean, for one, I thought it was so fun. I mean, Focus Blast kind of makes sense. Focus Blast is basically what Psychic types learn as a fighting type move for coverage. So that's not that uncommon or anything. But then, learning Fire Blast is so funny as like a water Psychic type. Like, why does it learn Fire Blast? I don't really know. Or, I mean, it can teach it Fire Blast. So if you can use Imprison and Terra Blast, Fire Blast, Focus Blast, you can basically, you can shut off half of its moveset so it only has Dragon Pulse and Hurricane. And then it only uses an additional, like, Overheat at one point and Inferno, which is still a little bit scary. Wait, let me check my Pokemon real quick. But it is, like, it's like, I was thinking it'd be funny to do that, because then your team, you can have, like, Pokemon that are weak to the Fire type, Fire Blast, or to the Focus Blast, and they don't have to be concerned anymore. And then similarly, you could even have a Skeleturge is another one, learns Imprison, and it learns Fire Blast and Overheat. Doesn't learn Focus Blast, Hurricane, or Dragon Pulse. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can find that learns Dragon Pulse and Imprison, so you can't shut that off. And there's like one thing in the game that learns okay, so currently in Scarlet Violet, there's like one thing that learns Hurricane and Imprison, and that's Frostmoth, which is kind of a cute idea, but unfortunately just gets obliterated by Fire Blast if it's not shut off first, and it also gets hit hard by Hurricane if you, even on the turn you're trying to use it, because Frostmoth is slow. So if it uses, even if the Fire Blast is already shut off, if it goes for a Hurricane and then before you Imprison, you might just die. So it doesn't seem like a great option, even though it would be cute to have all of its moves shut off except for Dragon Pulse, right? That'd be pretty funny. But I'm thinking maybe I'll try to do something like that and just see how it goes with, I think the Slowpoke makes sense, because the Slowpoke also resists the Fire-type moves that it gets otherwise. and it resists anything they'll throw out first, right? The Focus Blast or Fire Blast get resisted. It takes neutral damage from the other two moves, but I mean, you could just build it bulky, and you're probably fine. Okay. And you can use the Terra Blast, because you can shut off the raid Terra Blast while also having a Terra Blast of your own on, like, Fairy type. So if you Terra to Fairy, then suddenly the Dragon type moves don't hit you anymore, and your Terra Blast hits super effectively. So it's, like, kind of a cute idea. Even the smallest stars can light up the sky when they shine together as constellations. We're the last bastion of Team Star. Losing it isn't an option. Hey kid, you listening? If you beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, we'll call the boss out to deal with you. How's that for hospitality? Also, Kraft just keeps screaming as we're standing here. I guess he's out of the Pokeball already. I never noticed that with the other raids, but Skeletor just cries so distinct that it's easy to notice. Oh, look at it cleaning the tongue! It is actually like one of those cleaning birds that with crocodiles and alligators. Alright, let's go beat them up. Oh, that's right. This layout for this Team Star raid is kind of cool. It's actually like a path instead of being like a big just area that you walk around in, like the other ones are. This one is actually like a path. So, but you just can actually just kind of run along at all of them and keep going. Come on. There you go. Unfortunately, so it's funny because you can have multiple out at once in this area, in these raids, but you have to wait until one's in combat to actually send out the second one. But I've realized that you send one in combat and you don't need to like hit them all one at a time because they will auto fight the other ones next to them if they're there. Going. Alright. Just keep running. I mean, Jawbreaker's getting a little bit weak just because her level's so much lower, even though the type matchup is okay. She just sometimes takes damage because the other two are not taking damage at all because they're just like so much they're higher level and like a good type matchup. Because the auto battle is just based off of like types and level as far as I know. Oops. Well, I did not even mean to press A there, but they said something about sending out the boss, whatever it was. Some generic line. All right, here we go. Final badge time. Let's do this. Boss of Team Star's fighting crew, Aerie. Okay, I'm ready. Doesn't matter who you are, I'll bury anyone who tries to take down Team Star. This time, I won't run away. Rah! Oh, listen to that guitar shred. Alright, here we go. Here, Team Star. Look at her heel balls. They're so cute. Crow a gunk. This base is precious to us. I won't let this raid of yours go any further. I mean, I think we just try to start spamming torch songs, right? Maybe I lead off with a yawn so that it'll fall asleep, just in case it takes us more than one turn to kill. Although if we kill with one turn, then it's kind of a waste to yawn. If it takes 2 hits, then a hit would be going faster. Okay, what are the situations here? Because this yawn means we're going to take 1 hit, and then we attack, and we'll probably take another hit because it'll probably be faster. And then we'll start hitting, and then we'll just start spamming torch songs. The alternative is we just attack and we kill into... Okay, I guess we just use torch songs. Never mind. I thought it through and I realized just spam torch songs. Honestly, I should Terra too. Ooh, Sucker Punch. It had a dark type move. Listen, I give as good as I get. That's a promise. We'll see who's left standing in the end. Oh, I could have yawned. Yeah, that's what I expected to have happen. So now maybe I yawn again then. I mean, getting value off my leftovers now too, and it's gonna go for another Sucker Punch. Like, that's gonna be its best super effective move. It's gonna have a fighting type move. Honestly, the Poison Stab might be better for them, but I don't think it's gonna go for it. I think it's gonna go for another Sucker Punch. Yep, there it is. So now this yawn is high value because we don't get Sucker Punched, and now if they go for another Sucker Punch here, well, we get hit because Sucker Punch is priority, so it'll go first either way. But we're getting extra value off of our leftovers on the time that we're spending doing the yawn. So that's good value. Now, the thing is, if I think it's gonna go for another Sucker Punch, it's technically right to just yawn here, because then I kill during the sleep without having to risk getting hit. Versus if I attack here and it Sucker Punches, then it hits me, and I kill even before the yawn takes effect. Yeah, that's what I figured, so. Just we yawn and this fails as well. Yeah, that's fine, but now you're asleep, and now we kill you through the Sucker Punch. Or you don't get your Sucker Punch off because you're asleep, and we kill you, and we are at +2 full health. Alright, so the sweep begins. Alright, Craft. There's no stopping you. Oh, I should have Terra. I should Terra because it's Fire Terra. That actually gets rid of my Dark type weakness, too. I should just do that. Oh, but it gets rid of my fighting immunity. There's that to keep in mind. Maybe it's not worth it. Having the fighting immunity is valuable because they are all going to be fighting stabs. So that's what they're going to want to go for if they can. In pretty much every situation. So forcing them off of stab into like dark type hit moves is good. Or whatever. Oh, Lucario also just gets obliterated. Lucario's steel type. So what it can't hit us with fighting type moves. What is it gonna have? Might go for like a crunch or something. Dark Pulse. That did a lot. That's scary. Yeah, Craft's special defense is not as high as physical defense, so it's a little sketchy. It did like 1/3 of our health. A little over, like 2/5. After leftovers, you know, we heal a decent little chunk back. But, you know, Passimian. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily expecting Dark Pulse on Lucario. I thought it might have... I mean, I guess that makes sense. That has a Dark-type move. Now, Passimian. Will it have a Dark-type move? Probably. Like I said, a lot of them get Dark-type moves. A lot of things that, But it's gotta be a physical attacker, right? And we're way less scared of non-stab physical attacks. Right? The special attack is why it was scary. Because, like, look at the defense compared to the special defense there. And Passimian has to be a physical attacker. So even an off-stab Dark-type move we're not really scared of, unless it's something really hard-hitting. And after we get hit... Okay, we hit first anyway. I was gonna say, after we get hit, we can just Potion next turn. But it's looking like that won't be necessary. So we're at +4 now. 3 times damage on our Fire-type moves. Back up to like 2/3 health. Not quite. A little over half. Annihilate. Oh, this is gonna have Ghost-type moves. Okay. This is gonna, try to Rage Fist, probably? Rage Fist actually is very weak right now. I could Shadow Ball, technically. I think I Terra now, actually. I mean, I'm gonna be vulnerable to... Not vulnerable, but I will be able to be hit now by fighting types. But... I mean... That's fine, right? Like, I mean, I'm not that scared of fighting type moves. I'm not taking super effective damage. And this negates my ghost type weakness. So now when it goes for Rage Fist, that'll do basically nothing. Or whatever it's going to end up going for. Now the question is, do I Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball would kill, but so will... I think either thing will kill because we're at +4. And Torch Song boosts us further, I guess. There's no reason... Okay. I think this is fine. I don't think we die. If we Terra, I don't think we die to anything they have. Unless they maybe have Stomping Tantrum. Even that shouldn't kill, though. It's off stab. We might need to Potion if it hits hard enough. But after this, it's just the Revavroom, which will have, Spin Out, which I think Steel type, and which we're not scared of. It'll have a Fighting type Torque, which, I mean, will hit us now, unfortunately, but so it goes. Yeah! Rah! Yeah, there's the Rage Fist. So let's look how much this would have done. It would have done twice as much as it does here. Okay, yeah, so it would have been scary. Not lethal, but much more painful for sure. But the Terra makes that not scary. Now we're at +5. Okay, now the thing is, we do want to make sure we don't die here. I don't know if we're faster than Rev of Room. Probably not. I refuse to lose, so please, lend me your strength. Lend me your strength, my car. I think I do potion here to be safe. Hyper potion puts me exactly at full. And we'll see how much it hits us for with whatever, the fighting torque that it's going to go for. Just no guillotine, please. High horsepower. Ooh. Physical type moves, though, not so scary. I mean, physical moves, even even ground type physical moves, not too scary since they're physical. But that was what I was gonna say. It'll have the fighting torque, which is not that scary. It'll have a spin out, I think, which is steel type, or some other steel type move, which very not scary because we resist. And I mean, all of its moves are physical, so we're really not scared. And now Torch Song just obliterates, right? I think this honestly should kill. Even though the Starmobiles, I think, have pretty high HP. I think they have boosted HP. But I'm at +5. +5 super stab Torch Song. Like, there's no way it lives, right? Yeah. No way it lives. Would we have survived the high horsepower without the potion? I didn't see how much it did. I could back calculate the math. I took 1 leftovers, so I'd have to add in a little bit of health there. I wasn't paying attention, though. I know we were at, like, 82, though. That's why I could actually back calculate. I probably didn't need to do the potion. I mean, I risked dying to a crit, I guess, but... I'm so sorry, everyone. Flashback time. About a year and a half ago. I'm so sorry. I think I went a little too far. Nah, don't worry about it. We're the ones who asked you to put us through some tough battle practice so we can train up. Yeah, but... Truly, you need not apologize, my lady. Thanks to thy sage instruction, I am making swift strides toward mastering the art of battle. And I could never have evolved my Pokemon without you, Aerie. Even the big boss said it's thanks to you that we have a fighting chance against our bullies. See, nothing but gratitude. To us, you're the brightest star in the whole team. Come on, quit being silly. Just one thing. We've been training for 4 whole hours now. I'm totally pooped. Ah, I'm sorry. You all really should take a break. I'll go for a run while you rest up. My lady, we 4 have each trained in our turn, but you, our steadfast mentor, have rested not once. I cannot help but worry for thy health. Thank you for your concern, Atticus. But lately, I feel like I can take anything, even if I'm really tired or feel like crying. Remember that time we all got together and riffed on the gym badge designs to create our very own star badges? Well, I don't know what it is, but just looking at my star badge makes me feel so strong. Like I want to give it my all. I gave my all, but it wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Oh, poor Aerie. You showed amazing strength. Even if the code didn't require me to give it to you, I'd want you to have this. I still can't. I like how they all pose with us after we defeat them. Like the gym leaders, I get it, right? Like they're doing their job and like taking a picture with us is like, okay, yeah, we can take a commemorative photo. And obviously Arvin's like, yeah, photo time, photo op. But the Terra, the Team Star raid bosses taking pictures with us feels so goofy. I'd like to see you try out my trademark move too. Here, this one's for you. Close combat. Yeah, nice. Good move, good move. I know you're part of Operation Starfall, but I can tell from our battle that you're not a bad person. The way your Pokemon look at you with such trust gives it away. Do me a favor and look away for a moment. This is a bit much for me to take. I just... really... Ah! Oh, poor Aerie. Looks like it's all over. Oh, Riri. This is the Team Star member you battled at the gates earlier. I asked her to come along for a talk. So, what did you want to ask me? You seem to be on much friendlier terms with Eri compared to the other grunts. Why is that? Oh, you spotted that? Well, alright, I don't mind telling you. Truth is, I used to hate Riri. She's an amazing trainer and athlete, and she's really pretty too. It took her no time at all to become popular at the academy. I was queen of the class before she came along, but then everyone liked her more than me. So, let me guess, you started to pick on her? Pretty much. I got our classmates to join in too. We were all so stupid. But in the end, kids are always fickle, and once one thrill wears off, they look for something new. Before long, the class chose me as their next target and started bullying me instead. I guess I deserved it, but then Riri, she chose to help me even though I'd been so horrible to her. She told me that she understood how hard it is to have no one on your side, and she invited me into Team Star. Even after you bullied her like that, what a kind girl. She really is. And joining the team has worked out great for us. It's been so much fun. Fun? There are rumors that Team Star likewise engages in bullying. Also, Eri's straight up like a manga protagonist, right? Getting bullied and then making friends with the bully, and then taking on the world with her teammates. After hearing my story, do you really think that's true? No, I merely... Riri and the rest of Team Star made me who I am today. Please, don't take away our greatest treasure. Oh, look at Eri in the background. Alright. What's up? Chamomile, it's me. Did you do it? Did you claim Eri's star badge? Yup. Without its boss, the calf squad should be a hair's breadth from disbanding. So Eri was the last. All 5 squad bosses have now been toppled from their pedestals. I imagine they'll leave Team Star before long now that they've lost their special positions. After that, they should soon be back attending classes at the academy. Nice work out there, Chamomile. Is that Clive I hear? Cassiopeia, well done to you too. Thanks. Now about your reward, Chamomile. I'll transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised. Oh yeah, 20,000. UTMs. Oh, that reminds me. I'm doing the whole supply unit rep thing this time, right? Indeed, you can go ahead and give Chamomile his bonus reward now. Pokemon mats. At long last, Operation Starfall has entered its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disband for good. Where's the big boss? Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me. Wow, what a surprise! Who could have guessed based on the way you always talk? Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long, but the right moment never came. I'm the one who formed Team Star. Back then, the members of the team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Chamomile, I'll be waiting for you in the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. Then I'll see you both there. So Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible. But with this revelation, I just might have an inkling as to their true identity. It seems we'll find our answers after dark in the Academy schoolyard. Let's prepare as best we can before heading over. Alright, got a bunch of stuff. So now we're into the final battles of each line, because we have all the badges now. So I'm pretty sure, as I recall, the order that level-wise the best order is Titan, Team Star, Pokemon League, which kind of makes sense. Well, I mean, Pokemon League is actually the one that we get all the badges for first, level-wise. But it kind of makes sense that that's the last one, right? Like, that's supposed to be the pinnacle of Pokemon battling, of the strength. So it makes sense that one's last. Also, that one's, as you might expect, has the most battles, because there's Elite Four, Champion Fight, and so on. Versus the others are, you know, one fight. I mean, well, we'll see. Although, that being said, I'm pretty sure that, like, the levels of the Team Star and the Champion League are, like, kind of similar overall. But, yeah, we'll go for the Titan fight first. And, let's see. Although, that being said, I think there's a little bit of weirdness to the levels, because they're all sort of simultaneous. And I'm pretty sure the Pokemon League, like, the early fights are lower level than some of these other fights are later. But, like, that's how it's going to be, you know. There's no way around that. So I think we just go in the order I have laid out. Some of our Pokemon are a little bit under level. Maybe I should just start using candies to level some of them up. Let's see how those those EVs are doing. It's like half. Ooh, that's maxed or almost maxed. Maybe close enough to max that it's fine to switch over. I mean, I haven't counted. It's close enough to max that I think it's fine to... Oh, no, it's not maxed because it would be sparkling. I forgot. In case you're wondering, we'll see it soon, because I think a couple more battles and it will be maxed. But it'll actually sparkle around the stat if it's maxed. Do I want special defense maxed versus something else? I mean, I guess that's fine. The balanced special attack there is fine. What was the other thing I was going to level? Or EV, probably attack. Over here we've got HP. And then also probably attack. Or defense, maybe. Or speed, actually. So Tinkaton has base speed 94, which is not bad. I mean, that's like high end of the mid-range, right? Like, that's like on the above average speed. It's not like high speed, but it's like above average. You can kind of see it already, right? Like, she's like 6 levels below and not EV'd at all. And yet she's outspeeding like everyone else on our team almost. No, not... Well, Cyclizar's fast. That's obvious. That's not a surprise. Not quite outspeeding Craft yet. Ah, I love Screamtail. Yeah. You like Screamtail? It's pretty funny. Screamtail is silly to me because it's just a Jigglypuff with a long hair tail. I do, in general, think I've talked about this all the time, but the ancient versions are a lot cooler overall. But Iron Valiant is great, and I actually do like Iron Moth too. The others are kind of whatever to me, to be honest. And then as far as the ancient ones, like Slitherwing is great, and I do actually kind of like Brute Bonnet, as silly as it is. You know, Fluttermane is nice. Roaring Moon is cool. There's a lot of cool ones, for sure. What is the other EV I want on this? Are they both going to be attack? Because if so, that gets a little bit sketchier here. Or oh wait, no. I think like I said, I think I go speed here. And just, that way we can actually outspeed a lot of stuff for the second EV on, Tinkaton. Now the question, though, as I was saying, is do I want to just start using rare candies and such to level them up? So that they're even, more even? Because as it is, they're a bit under-leveled. I can't really take them into the fights so cleanly as at the moment. I should probably do a little bit more grinding in some of these areas too, before I go into these last fights. The levels... So the Titan fight, actually, the levels are kind of arranged. It's not, like, they're not all the same level like all these other fights generally are. So it's not so obvious how we want to take that, but like level-wise. 8 rare candies. I mean, it's always my tendency to hoard items and candies and stuff. I have the items. I could also use some of this stuff, I guess. I mean, they're not. We have the bands, which is more valid. It gets us there faster. I mean, it doesn't get us as fast as just spamming vitamins would, obviously, but it gets there fast enough. We don't really need to spend the vitamins. It's my tendency always to hoard the candies, especially like in my personal save, because I want to use them in the post game just to make leveling easier. Although you get them pretty quickly just by grinding terror raids and stuff in the post game, so it's not been an issue. But obviously, this Nuzlocke, once I beat the game, I'm not really planning to even do like the post game content. I mean, even though there is actually, the post game is pretty straightforward and like you do get a decent bit of stuff, like nice like extra gameplay to it. So, you know, there's an argument to be made that I should go through the post game until we get through it, because it's not that long. And to be honest, I think, did I do that in Sword and Shield? I can't even remember. But it's like, I don't want to risk my Pokemon dying in the post game, although I guess it doesn't matter that much. But also, there's the fact that there's no way I'm going to get through it all today and Friday for sure. So if I can get through the whole story on Friday, that's what we're aiming for sure. Let's throw some candies at these people. So the thing is, definitely rare candies are not really that usable until you're like level 100. See, this is the thing. Well, okay, I don't have extra larges, but extra large gives you 30,000. Rare candy just levels you to the next level threshold, right? So in theory, you don't want to be bothered using rare candies until an XL candy doesn't get you there, and that doesn't happen until like level 90, until the 90s usually. It depends, because different Pokemon, there's like 5 different possible XP growth rates, and there are some that you get there pretty early, but some of them, there's some that don't, it's like not ever worth it, or like it's not worth it to like level 98 or something. Most of them, I think it's like around 95 or something, it's like worth it. But I don't know, the XP candies are nice because they're always the same amount of XP points, versus the rare candies are levels, so you just want to use them at the end, but then even then, it's like, you might as well just use the candies, or the XP candies. Anyway, start throwing some of these out, and let's see how much we get for this. It's like 1 level. Ooh, knockoff is nice. Not as valuable in story though, because I don't know how often they actually carry items. Alright, I mean that gets them a little bit further up. It's gonna take a lot of these to level them. Well, they're all at least 53. I mean, we'll go do a little bit of training. We could just grind here, I guess, or something. It's a little bit, I mean, obviously we'd like to do it somewhere where it's safe, ideally. But at the same time, we want to actually get XP for it. Okay, so actually I do know the safest place is probably up here against Clefairies, because Clefairies are not scary, and they give, not Clefairies, sorry, Chanseys. I think it's Chanseys up here. Is it Blisseys? No, I think it's Chanseys. Because they give a ton of XP, and they are basically not a danger. Okay, here are 3 paths. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna start with that one, but there's nowhere in particular to level up other than we can just go here, fight some Chanseys. I think I could technically make a sandwich to make the Chanseys spawn in if I'm that desperate. But I don't know if that is important. We'll see how the spawn rate looks. I mean, I have the materials for sandwiches. So something interesting, you'll notice we haven't gotten any of the crazy like friendship effects, right? Like surviving hits or getting critical extra crits or shaking off status effects, although it hasn't come up that much, so that's why. But actually, the only way now to max out your friendship is to use picnics. So in the past, you could just by like having them in your party forever, they would eventually reach max friendship. But now they cap out at 160 out of whatever it is, 255. Unless you use the actual, oh, it is Blissies. Unless you use the picnics. So, and I'm okay with that. I mean, obviously, from a flavor perspective, it'd be nice to have them be friends with me. Although it also makes sense that they can't be friends with you unless you're like really treating them nice. But mechanically, I'm okay with it. It's always felt a little bit cheesy and a bit OP to like just get free survives during a Nuzlocke or free crits or status effect removal. Like, I mean, the survives are basically a revive. Like that one is especially crazy. Like, and at max friendship, I think you have like a 20% chance to just survive lethal hits. Like that's crazy. Blissy's also very, very, very low physical defense, so I'm pretty sure it just dies here. Yeah, to almost anything. Their special defense and health are crazy high, and then meanwhile their physical defense is like babies low. Oh, it's not all Blissies. Okay, it is Chanseys, but it's just Blissies can also spawn, I guess. Wild. That makes more sense then. I was surprised it was just a Blissey. Also getting some HP EVs this way, which is fine. HP EVs are always good. Oh, I bet. Is Filet maxed out now? Let's check. Nope, not quite. Another couple battles. Look at that fancy Sylveon. Take my free LP. Maybe I will have to make a sandwich. With the sandwich, these spawns, I tested it once. I mean, it was kind of irrelevant by the time I was doing it, because I was just doing it late in the game to try to level stuff up, or after, in post-game, just to level some low-level stuff up for evolving. And it was fine, but it was so slow, at a certain point I just started using candies. I was like, it's still faster to just, like, do other things, or, like, whatever. Alright, do I have the materials for a sandwich? This will be my first picnic, though, won't it? I don't even remember. I can't remember if I made I think I might have made one sandwich at some point in this game. I'm gonna make another one, though. They're all gonna become friends with me. Nope, this is my first picnic! Maybe I shouldn't have done it. This is my first time. Dang. So yeah, first sandwich for sure. Yeah. Man. Here I am, spending time on a thing that There's encounter power normal, ham sandwich. Alright, sure, whatever. Our one sandwich we're gonna make. Now they're all gonna be super friends with me, and we're gonna cheat our way through, right? That's the plan now. I've got some funny clips from the sandwiches in my personal file, because there was a while where all of my face was frozen every time I would make a sandwich. And then also just like some goofy looking sandwiches and stuff. Sandwiches are a little bit silly. I mean, I get it's just a way to like give you the powers, which sure, I appreciate that. That's nice. Having like a customizable like temp power. It's like the O powers or whatever, or the curry. It's like all the same idea. But yeah, so you'd come in here, instead of doing this animation, I would just slide in with my face frozen, And it was like kind of a goofy looking face too. It was like that kind of face. And it was just frozen like that, and you would slide around with that face, and it was so funny. Alright. Alright, let's go beat up these Chanseys. There's gonna be a lot of them now. We could spend 30 minutes doing this if we wanted. I mean, we won't. We could. Well, here they come. Here comes the Chanseys. I mean, this is just us trying to level up real quick to get up so that I don't have to look for trainers and such. Light screen's not gonna help you. A Lilligant! The Lilligants are here! And Petalils! Look at them! They're so cute! Ooh, Fire Blast. I mean, I don't think it replaces Torch Song, to be honest. Obviously, slightly stronger, but the inaccuracy is bad, and also this boosts our special attack. After one Torch Song, our next Torch Song is already stronger than the Fire Blast would have been, right? Because we already goes up to effective base power 120, and so then after the second one, or after the third one, it's overall better than having hit 3 Fire Blasts in a row. So I found a shiny. Are you for real? Yoko, that's insane. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Maybe I'm just not observant enough. I have not found that many like random full odds shinies just walking around. I found a couple just from actually farming them. But I've literally, the only like random shiny I've seen just while walking around is in the Nuzlocke. It was Berry, a Dunsparce. What the heck? I must just not look. I mustn't just be bad at looking for, like, noticing them. It was behind a gate on a cliff in Area 0, and I was like, let me find it. Wait, did you get? Oh wait, so you weren't able to get it? I thought I couldn't get to it for a second. Oh, but you did get it though. Okay. Oh, that's funny. You got it. Okay, good. That's wild. It's unbelievable almost. I can't get over it. That's like the 4th or 5th of just in the wild shiny you found without a shiny charm or anything. It's yellow and pink. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen the shiny. It's so, man. Never found any in a mass outbreak. Yeah, I mean you've found some at least from like the sandwich power, not the sandwich shiny power, but like the encounter power. But still, yeah, don't have a shiny charm yet. Yeah, I know, that's so hard to believe. Hope you find a shiny next. I mean, I'm fine with not finding shinies in a Nuzlocke. They're pretty, I mean, the truth is they are quite rare. So I mean, they're common, and I will say this game, they're much easier to find than ever, in a sense. The odds are exactly the same. But like, you see them in the overworld, so you notice them a lot more, right? Like normally when you're, ooh, that didn't kill. It's soft blow. Okay, this will kill. Normally, when you're playing, you only see them when you actually are in an encounter, right? So, like, you have to fight that many things. Versus this, you just have to see enough stuff. So that's why it feels like you see them a lot more in this game. Because you actually see them, you don't actually have to fight them. You don't have to fight the random Pokemon that aren't shiny to get it. But it's still, that's crazy. Like, man. I mean, if I could find some random shinies in at my personal save that has, a shiny charm and everything, that would be great. I would love as many shinies as I can get there just to have them. In the Nuzlocke, they're kind of neat to get. If you can beat the game with a shiny, that would be nice. And I've twice now gotten a shiny and biffed it because they died immediately. So that's not great. But I mean, you know, it's not the end of the world to not have a shiny in a Nuzlocke. Like, the whole point of a Nuzlocke is getting attached to Pokemon you wouldn't otherwise. And like, sometimes that means not shiny Pokemon. Okay, this one definitely dies. This one's only level 45. Also, I should just be grinding things while talking. I don't need to be pausing to talk while I'm fighting random Chanseys and stuff. Wasted my 30 minutes, although I'm not going to spend a whole 30 minutes here, I don't think. I just want to get these ones who are under-leveled to be up to the right level. Oh, I should check. I'm pretty sure Dondozo is maxed out on special defense EVs. So I should switch the power item. Fillet. Ooh. Pedal dance? No thanks. Well, I mean, pedal dance, the confusion at the end and being locked in is not great. So you should be maxed out, right? No? Still no? Look, we can see the HP climbing already from the chances. It's crazy that it's not maxed out on special defense yet. It's got to be so close. It's got to be like another couple fights. At most. Just smash them with a hammer. They won't survive that. Oh, double edge. I mean, we're steel type. That's not going to do much, and we're not really that afraid, but... Chansey's attack stat's so low, it's never going to do anything. The scariest move a Chansey could have is Seismic Toss, and even then, it'll only do 40 whatever, so it's really not that scary. There it is. See, look, there's the sparkles. We were literally one battle away, so we were within 8 to being capped on special defense. So that's the sparkles from it being maxed out EV-wise. So now is where we switch over. I think, even though it would be for bulk, it's kind of a neat idea to have more defense or HP. I don't think it's worth it. Special attack's useless. Speed is not worth it. We would not get fast enough for it to be worth it. So we just go attack here. Where is that? There it is. Bracer, right? It's the attack stat, yep. Alright, so now we just need like 30 fights to get that maxed out. Or actually fewer now because we already have some points in other stats as well. As you can see on the HP, right? Over here. Okay. After this gets maxed, I think we do go speed here. Attack could be nice, right? Hitting harder Gigaton hammers would be very nice. But... And bulk is also... Additional bulk could be nice. But the speed would be helpful just for killing stuff before it hits us. If we're faster than stuff, then that's... sort of helps us take less damage. And I mean... Tinkaton's bulk is okay, even just as is. Like, we're not super concerned about it. The attack stat could be... buffed attack could be nice, but... Gigaton hammer hits so hard that we're probably not concerned, especially because I think I'll take a Swords Dance if I can, too. At that point, there's really... I mean, if we go Swords Dance, then you really... The attack stat for... I mean, it could matter in, like, a... If we're playing against competitively trained stuff and whatever, but, like, in a random... Just in the story mode, once you're Swords Danced, the hammer will kill pretty much anything that doesn't resist it. I mean, anything that doesn't resist it or have high physical defense, of course. Look at the million Chanseys. I should find the highest level Chansey to be attacking. Oop, I don't know if this will kill. But I mean, Chansey has like no attacking moves. It just has double edge and then has what? Soft boiled, what, healing wish maybe, which does nothing. I don't even know. Heavy slam. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I mean, that replaces rain dance at least. We're not going to be using rain dance. Heavy slam isn't always good, but against the things where it's relevant, aka fairy types, and, you know, a lot of ice types. Not as many ice types, but fairy types in general are pretty lightweight to begin with, and so hitting super effectively with heavy slam can be very strong, right? The concern with heavy slam is it's not good on anything that is very heavy, so a lot of, even though it's super effective against rock types, often it's just the base power is so weak that it's not as good. But against fairy types, it's super effective and usually hits pretty hard. Wow, it didn't kill. Come on, I guess it's level 48. Did I whiff? Oh my goodness. Oh, no. It was using something. I wasn't looking at the text box. I just saw it not doing anything. Because I was trying to check up the... I wanted to check the base speed powers for Heavy Slam. Yeah. The thing is, you have to be a lot heavier than them for it to even start being useful. Like, you really have to be in the you have to be more than 3 times their weight for it to even just be 80 base power, which is like kind of a standard go-to power, right? For like a basic, just kind of normal move. And you really want to be over 4 times or over 5 times is where it caps out. Which, I mean, to be fair, that will be true for a lot of things with Dondozo. Dondozo is very heavy, I think. I should actually check the weight stat to be sure. So, I mean, there are, and as mentioned, right, fairy types, it should basically always be true, because fairy types are pretty light, except for Tinkaton is 250 pounds, because the hammer is 220, which is always kind of funny to me. 485 pounds. Yeah, that's heavy. So that's already twice as much as, unfortunately, doesn't get you anything. That's the baseline power is... Oh, no, baseline is less than twice as much. Which this is less than twice as much as Tinkaton. But also Tinkaton is just neutrally affected by Heavy Slam because it is Steel type. So even though it's a fairy, it's also Steel. But yeah, being twice as much to 1/3... to 3 times as much as 60 base power, which is still not really worth using. But so anything that is... What is 1/3 of that? 162? Well, anything that's 161 pounds or less will take at least 80. Right? Anything that's 121 pounds or less will take 100 base power. And anything, 97 pounds or less takes 120 base power. So 97 pounds is actually pretty high, up to 100 pounds. And there's a lot of stuff. A lot of the just like regular animal Pokemon are in that category. I mean, we don't have much that we have the weight stats on because it's only stuff we've caught. But I mean, for example, Skeledirge. Oh, wow, Skeledirge. 719 pounds. That's heavier than Dondozo. Bro, what the heck? Okay, I mean, Palmon is going to be light. 90 pounds. So that would be max damage. Bro, I didn't realize Skeledirge is so heavy. 719. Heavier than this giant fish. This thing is huge, but I guess it's... I don't know. Should put Heavy Slam on freaking Skeledirge on Craft. We already hit... Well, that helps us hit fairy types, I guess. We don't have anything that's hitting fairy types at the moment on it. Although, I don't think I... Do I even have the Heavy Slam? I think Heavy Slam's a TM, but I don't think I have it. I don't know if it learns it either, but whatever. Doesn't matter. You're level 57 now. Okay, let's swap you over. Maybe I will end up being here the whole half hour because I keep rambling randomly too. Actually, it's kind of funny to realize that Jawbreaker was still going faster than Chansey sometimes, even while holding a power item. That's how slow the Chanseys are. I mean, Fillet is definitely not going to have that happen. Because Fillet is slow to begin with. It's maybe slower than Chansey by default. Actually, Chansey's speed stat is also very low. Smack! I like that it shows... So, Dondozo's attack animation there uses its tail to begin with, so it, like, looks correct. But then, for the sake of the attack animation of Pokemon in general, it shows that, like, watery tail swipe through. So it looks like the tail is... It's just like a mini tail that you see. Man, Pokemon are heavy. Dragon Rush. Nah. 75% accuracy is not worth it. Also, Breaking Swipe reduces attack. As always, Speedy is mostly utility here. Mostly just a setup. some chances. Keep blasting them, I guess. Where are the Blissies at? How do we find a Blissey that one time? Must be a rare spawn. Am I just like misremembering? I swear it was a Blissey. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. No, I'm pretty sure it was a Blissey. Because I remember being surprised and thinking it would be a Chansey. Alright, let's go. Hi Petalil. How you doing? I mean, in some sense, we do want to grind a little bit. Even we're not. This is important for evening out the levels to begin with, but it's not just that, because we do also, need to get our team a little bit higher level for these final fights. So I mean, this is a good way to do that. The Chanseys just start sprinting when you see them. They just blast away. It's so fun. You even hear the sound from them running, going. Alright, so this is hitting harder because of the stab. It's just that it can also miss, which is why I started switching to body slams. But body slam doesn't kill for sure, apparently. But I guess neither does Aqua Tail, because if it whiffs, it's not going to kill. I mean, I think the level I want to be at for this final fight, the final fights, is basically like low 60s. Because I'm pretty sure that's where the levels where everything is. I think the Titan final fight is, like, the ace is level 63. See, there's the miss that we're talking about. I wonder how much heavy slam will do here. Probably not much, right? Chansey can't be that light. Chansey's gotta be pretty chunky. Unless it's just full of air. Still kills. Either way. No stab, no super effective. But I guess defense is just so low. But actually, that means it's probably better than base power 100 or whatever. No, body slam is 80. Right. What is body slam? Because body slam does sometimes kill, I guess. So it is possible it's the same. 85. So it could be 80, but it couldn't really be less. Because that probably wouldn't be killing if it was 60 or 40. So that tells us that Chansey is at most whatever, one third the weight, was it? Yeah, at most 1/3 the weight. So at most 100 and what was it, 60 pounds or so? Guess that's not that crazy. Come on and slam. But presumably there's times for heavy slam to not kill if it is 80, because the body slam has situations where it wasn't killing, just based on the random stats and stuff. When your base stat is 5, the IV makes such a huge difference, right? So that's the thing. That's why it's not surprising. Like, the variation in how much defense they have is pretty wide, because by default they have like nothing. So when they hit anything off of the IV, it makes a big difference, like calculation-wise, for how much it's gonna do. How much time I have left on this meal power. It's looking increasingly like I will spend the whole half hour here just farming things slowly, not as efficiently as I should. Yeah, only 10 more minutes, 11 more minutes. Alright, guess we will just go for this full half hour. I kind of was rambling for a lot of it, admittedly, as I am wont to do all the time, as I often tend to do. I mean, I still have order up here just as a dragon type move. Just for coverage, I guess, but we're not getting the extra value. But, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Because Dondozo is just a water type, unfortunately. Does not have the dragon typing that Tatsugiri has. See how much it does, though. I mean, what is the base power? 80? Okay. I mean, it could kill then. Let's watch this order up animation. Order up. Wonder what it looks like without a Tatsugiri in the mouth, because normally it shows... Oh, it just looks like actual sushi. When you have a Tatsugiri consumed, it shows the Tatsugiri that you have. I guess that makes sense that it's just something generic. It's kind of funny though as a move. It literally, the move is just like... What does it say? Attacks with elegant poise. But the move is just throw some sushi at them. That's the move. Oh, last resort. That's their fourth move. That does nothing too. Does nothing until they've used all their other moves, which will not happen. It's also funny that it's a dragon type move. I mean, the reason it's a dragon type move is because if you have a Tatsugiri, you're like chucking a dragon at them, I guess. And it's just to match the typing of Tatsugiri, right? Like that's, mechanically, that's why. But from flavor perspective, or from like a kind of, yeah, flavor perspective, it's like, what about that move is dragon type? There's nothing about that move that says, yeah, this move is something a dragon would do. Ooh, there's the surviving that we saw coming. Someday. Alright. Soft-boiled's fine, this will kill. Actually, the body slam would have killed because it would have been 85 base power, which I think would have killed. Either way, anything kills now. Alright, are you actually probably are maxed on HP probably by now, right? Yeah, you are, okay. How's your attack looking? Wow, you're maxed on EVs. We did that many fights that fast. Look at the HP getting buffed just on its own, unavoidably. Okay, well, actually, we're not getting any extraneous EVs for, okay, we can remove the thing from you now, though. We're not getting extraneous EVs on, Jawbreaker because she's maxed on HP. So what are we giving you to hold? Assault vests. We could actually give, oh, but if I'm going to use Swords Dance, we can't use Assault Vest on Jawbreaker. Currently, Fillet only has attack moves. So Assault Vest would be fine. Good, even. And I guess that's the way to go? I mean, I don't really need to think about it that hard right now. Actually, Leftovers is probably technically the way to go if I have any more. Oh, I don't have any more on me. I'm going to have to buy more. Because with such a high HP pool, Leftovers is such a big difference. Alright, what are the levels looking like? Alright, they're pretty evened out. Oh, Speedy wants a turn to level up a bit. Alright, we're almost out of time on these chancy fights. Gotta make the most of it. Maybe I should be using Lucky Egg. Thank you, Stab. Breaking Swipe, also a tail move, but this time it's a pink tail instead of a blue tail. Good thing our trainer's able to lead the shot and hit the Pokemon as it starts running away. Six minutes, alright. Oh, level 44. This one's kind of low. Gotta look for the level, like, 48 ones. Get as much value as we can out of these chances. Although I guess just getting more of them in is more valuable than spending time running around looking for a higher level one. Oh! Oh, fairy type. I don't really... I mean, whatever. We'll kill it. The XP it's going to give is much less, but it's in our way. And we're not really afraid of what a Floette is going to do to us. Especially not when we can Gigaton Hammer it. Have a face full of steel! Look how tiny this thing is. Actually, we could have Heavy Slammed it too. Heavy Slam would have obliterated. Okay, but Petal Blizzard would have hurt on Dondozo. I mean, would not have hurt enough to kill, I don't think. We're 11 levels higher, and it's non-stab. I mean, Petal Blizzard is a pretty strong move. Don't get me wrong, but don't think it was strong enough to kill here. What level are you? 44 is fine. I mean, it's low, but whatever. We'll take what we can get. Try to blast through some more chances. And I think, well, after that, we'll just go to the fight. Like, I mean, if we get a couple more levels off these chances before time's up, then we should be in perfectly good position. Even as it is, our position's not bad. But I would like to be maybe another level or two in general. Like, around 62 is where I'd like to be. Like I said, I think the ace is 63. So, in some sense, being below it could be scary. I don't think it will be a concern. I think it'll be fine. Did I not switch? I forgot to switch your item. I mean, you weren't getting extraneous EVs or anything, so it's fine. But we need to switch this so we can at least get value out of what we're doing. Speed is what we want, though. $3 minutes left. Let's see if I can get enough to max out these EVs. I don't think I will. I think I could have if I'd switched it earlier. But I think it's going to be too late now. I think I get another, like, 10 in or so. Where you need, like, 30. Double edge. Who was that? Dondozo? It could have been worth it, actually. The high HP makes recoil moves less scary, right? Because it's based on the damage you do, not on your own HP. Like, what's crazy is if you can one-shot a max statted Blissey with a recoil move, I think on certain Pokemon it's possible to just die from that. I mean, because like if it does like 33% recoil and you have less than a third of their health, you just die. And it is certainly possible for Blissey to have triple the health of other Pokemon. Because I think max stat level 100 Blissey has like 700 and something health, which as you can see, I mean we're not level 100 of course, but I think low HP stat Pokemon could have that happen. Okay, the levels are pretty even now from what I recall. Yeah, pretty even. Let's get you in. Pow. Trying to now I'm really just trying to I didn't think I would be at this need to actually kill all the chances so aggressively because I didn't think it was gonna be I thought I'd have plenty, but it's turning out that I actually do want to kill as many as I can in that time window because getting to those it'll take me just like right around to where I want to be if I can get just a few more in. "47 seconds!" Okay, so then, I mean, we do get a few more if they don't despawn, I think. Or if we don't scare them off with these fights. Because I think they don't despawn or anything, they're just hanging out until you kill them. Right, there's a couple more over on the left. I think by the time we get through those, our time will be up. I think our time might be up already, actually. After this. Oh, there's a bunch more over there, too. Look at that one jittering away. At the... Right, yep, okay, we're out of time. Just the ones on screen are what we've got. So let's do this. You're getting away from me. Yeah, light screen, double edge, last resort, soft boiled. They literally, their only damaging move is double edge, and then last resort if they use everything else, which they're never gonna get to. So it's kind of wild how free this is. Pow, sniped him. I mean, it's auto lock, so it's fine. It's not that hard to snipe them. Makes me think though of like sniping Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus when you chuck a Pokeball at them from a mile away. That's always funny. Alright. So we'll be wrapping it up with Unchancies. Got ourselves our intentionally statted Dondozo and Tinkaton. I wouldn't necessarily call them like perfectly statted, obviously, because well, for one, they're not perfectly statted because they don't have IVs, and for two, you know, it's not necessarily the perfect setup, but it's one that is intentionally statted as opposed to all the other EV spreads that we have, which are just random, right? Look at that. Okay, so we still have like halfway to go on speed. We'll get there eventually, I guess. Look at how clean it is too, because like all of our other extraneous EVs are in HP. Well, not all, but a lot. So we'll pick up a few random EVs on other ones. We're not going to unfortunately get max speed because we'll get random EVs in other places along the way. And then look at that. Not bad. Oh, I gotta mint them too. I need to go do that. I should do that now. Like these, I mean, that one is actually somewhat intentionally spread as well. These ones are just random. That's fine. What mints do I need though? Jawbreaker and Fillet need mints. They're both neutral. What do we want? For Fillet, probably buff defense is... Oh, actually attack's our highest stat now after EVs. So technically boosting that is where we get the most points, right? We get a 10% boost, we get 16 points here. Well, at higher levels it changes, but attack is technically our best option. Over here, what, special defense is going to be our best option? Oh, speed will be our best option after EVs probably. Because we're going to get enough EVs to put us over on special defense. Well, I think, more or less. It depends a little bit on the base stat as well. Well, because I can't remember exactly, man, I can't exactly remember the formula. But maybe it's worth just giving the bulk, adding to the bulk, the special defense bulk. I don't know, though. We have good special defenders already. Jawbreaker, we just want to be able to, like, hit hard enough to, like... Or to survive enough hits to then hit back hard. The problem is the attack stat, obviously, is not as high as we'd like for that purpose. Actually, it's quite low, in fact. Maybe I should put the other EVs in attack now. I've put a decent chunk in speed. Enough to make her somewhat fast. Do I want to increase attack? I feel like I kind of maybe do. Although if I'm getting Swords Dance, again, if I'm going to go for Swords Dance, then it becomes less relevant, right? That just doubles your attack. And the nature also matters. I mean, the nature is not going to get us many enemy points, although if we're using Swords Dance, then of course, again, that gets buffed as well. Or it effectively increases our... It increases it 10%, including, you know, and then it gets multiplied through. Speed nature is not bad, though. Okay, so this is definitely gotta be... Man, Dondozo actually hits pretty hard. That is a pretty high attack stat. Like, if we give Dondozo attack nature, it'll if we make it whatever that is, adamant, it'll be a physical attacker on par, stronger than Craft is as a special attacker, and with comparable bulk too. They're kind of similar roles, just one's physical and one's Craft takes physical hits and hits special, and then actually this is pretty evenly spread. So I think we do go adamant here, and we go. This is harder. Special defense gets us the most points, but on the other hand, we could go speed, and just make sure we're hitting first. Especially if we are going Swords Dance, that is valuable because boosting attack is not as important if we're going Swords Dance, and then going first is very important because if we Swords Dance, we want to make sure we're not getting hit twice after. Like, if you're too slow, you get hit, Swords Dance, and then you have to get hit again before you can attack again. If you're faster, Swords Dance means you get hit once, and then you're faster than everything, and you sweep through with your Swords Dance power. So I think speed is fine if we go for Swords Dance, as long as we're bulky enough to survive one hit, which we will be, I think, especially against special attackers, anything not super effective. So I think speed is actually fine what we want here. And maybe we do go whatever that is. Jolly? I can never remember this one, the speed up, the special attack down. I know speed up, attack down is timid. What mints do I have to begin with? I know I've picked up a few more, including ones that are potentially relevant. I remember getting some and thinking, that could be useful. We don't have adamant, though. That's the one that we want for Dondozo. Modest, yeah, that's the one I saw, but never mind, that's not helpful. Oh, Jolly, that is it. Okay, we have the Jolly mint. So I think we just go Jolly here. Man, how fast do I need to be to give, like, is there a point at which I switch over to the attack power item? There might be, but knowing the exact numbers is hard. Because obviously it depends. Alright, we need an adamant mint, though. An adamant, as it were. That's pretty fast. Well, we'll just go max speed, I think. I think we just go max speed. Or, like, cap as high as we can get to on speed. And, I mean, I think our levels are fine to take... Oh, I kind of want to get Jawbreaker high enough to max out these EVs so I can switch the item. Maybe I just go grind on random tiny enemies. How many more do I need to get there? Like another 15 fights, probably? Just fight random stuff. I mean, it'd be nice to get some extra XP while doing it, I guess. So doing it in a danger zone could be helpful. I mean... is potentially a little scary. Fight a jump bluff. I'm not afraid of a jump bluff, right? spread the XP out a bit. Oh, right. I don't have a lot of moves left. Skitter Smack is okay. It's neutral. Actually, so is Knockoff. Spore. Okay. Harsh speed reduction. Well, we're going to be slower, so that's fine. Okay. 1 damage. Pop. Ooh, that did less than I thought it would. Way less than I thought it would, actually. We really need that Swords Dance. Do I have Swords Dance? If I don't have Swords Dance, though, it's kind of a moot point. Where's a town that's close to a Delibird presence? Oh, actually, where's the leftovers Delibird presence? This is Koskarafa. Because I need to buy more leftovers, too. Along with the mint. Also, the mint is Chansey Supply, not Delibird presence. But I do need more leftovers. At least 1. What do I want on Tinkaton? On Jawbreaker? Because I can't go Assault Vest. Because I'm going to have Swords Dance. Well, let me check. Let's check if I'm going to have Swords Dance. I don't know if I have the TM. Oh, I do have access. Oh, I gotta fight stuff. Okay, I'm gonna Google it real quick. That is actually kind of important for the build, I think. I mean, there was other things that were probably worth it at some points too, but I think I've already forgotten them, so oh well. Swords Dance. Those are some fights we can go do to try to get where we need to be. Gibbles, okay. Wait, do I have Swords Dance in my bag? Oh yeah, I want Hyper Voices too, that's right. Oh, there's so many things. Crunch. Oh, Bruxishes are a pain to get to. Do not have any in my bag. I'm conflicted with as far as how much I want to do actually go get those. It is going to take some time. Not like a lot of time, but enough time to be annoying. Because I do kind of want to do some of these fights today. So I guess maybe I don't. Let's take a leftovers. Now what else do I want? Is there something here that I want to give to Jawbreaker? I mean, leftovers I think is not bad. Leftovers is probably just the right answer if we're being realistic. Assault Vest, I mean, as it is, Assault Vest could be good actually, right? It bolsters special defense, which is already high, and we don't have Swords Dance yet. Maybe I should just buy a second one of these though to future-proof. I think this is enough that I would basically have enough for the whole team now, right? One, two, three. Oh no, not quite. One short of enough for the whole team. I guess that's fine though. Covert Cloak is not bad either, but I don't know that it's as relevant. Covert Cloak is important on Speedy so that, well, I mean, it's mostly for fake out, so we don't get faked out at the beginning or something or whatever. Or have some affliction applied to us before we bail with priority or something. Where are those leftovers? There they are. Everyone just has leftovers. Leftovers too strong. I still haven't fought any more trainers here, right? Yeah, that's not enough. Gibble and Scyther. Where can I find them? Okay, I mean, I know there's Scythers at the beginning area, although I don't know how common they are. I'm looking at a map now. I think they're down here. I guess that's not quite the beginning area. It's kind of, it's an area I think I haven't even caught anything in. There are also Scythers up here. Maybe I'll just check by metally. Yeah. And Gibbles, yeah, are in various places. Oh, they're in the cave, right? That's where the Gibbles are. Okay. This we can do pretty quick. Let's just go do it. I think, hopefully. I don't want to waste time farming TMs, but I do kind of want these. I also do kind of want the hyper voice for Raisin, actually. The crunch would be nice. It's just mostly for speedy. I mean, I think Craft would take it too, although Snarl's not bad. Snarl at least reduces danger, reduces threats. So, I mean, Snarl is okay. Snarl's better in doubles, where it hits both of them and reduces both their special attack. But I mean, it's something. Crunch would be better, though. Oh, wait, no. But, except, duh. Craft's a special attacker. I keep forgetting. The design of Craft as like a big crocodile makes me think Crunch would be good, just because, like, that seems like not an obvious thing to have on a crocodile. But I gotta remember, Craft is a special attacker. Where are these Scythers? Oh, dang it. Scythers, where are you? Pretty sure they spawn up here. I mean, they kind of spawn in a lot of places, I feel like. I can't remember where I was last seeing them, to be honest. Just kind of all over. Oh, Tandem Mouse. Just pick up random items that I missed along the way, I guess. Oh! Oh my goodness. Speaking of shinies. Well, there we have it. Hey, Ryoko's luck did rub off on us. Wild. I just flew over it and I saw a shiny, a golden Swablu. Alright, let's catch it. Just gonna quick ball it. Obviously, it'd be nice to have fancy Pokeballs for Pokemon. For shiny Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Crazy! I mean, as I was saying, it is a lot easier to find them now just because you can see them more easily. It's level 50. I mean, there are definitely better balls. I would love to get it in a Premier Ball or something, but we're not gonna risk it. We're just gonna quick ball it. And then if it doesn't work, we'll yawn and figure it out from there. Look at that. Shiny Swablu. Oh, man. Now I gotta add this to my team. Come on. It's level freaking 50. It's so much lower level. But I have to try, right? So we're just gonna throw it in the back and hope that it doesn't come into play. Alright, what are we naming you? You're so bright yellow. It almost reminds me of like those eggs, and there's like those cloud eggs. It's like that. Ryoko, your luck, it rubbed off. It actually worked. I didn't think I was not actually expecting it to happen, but here we are. I was literally just flying around and I saw it. I flew over a bunch of Swablu and I went, what the heck? It's yellow. Banana bird. That's not bad. It so makes me think of like the egg though, right? Like those, have you seen, there's like those cloud eggs where you like whip up the egg white, but then you leave the yolk intact and you like bake it. And it's like that. That's what it reminds me of. Congrats. Thank you. I'm gonna name you Eggy. Also, I just look over and you got it shiny. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Alright. Well, now we have to add this to our party. So that's something. Normal flying. It'll become Flying Dragon when it evolves. Perish Song is a cute idea. Perish Song and... but I don't know. So on my second playthrough, I'm having the Poke Center lady tell you where to go all the time, just completely ignoring the Eastern province. The Pokemon Center just tells you where the nearest thing is to where you are. I'm like 90% sure. That's why she's ignoring the Eastern province, because you're not over there. She just tells you where the closest objective is. Who are we replacing? We just finished leveling everyone back up. I think if she's gonna be a if Eggy's gonna be a dragon, Speedy is probably the easiest replacement, right? Replaces dragon. Speedy's role at the moment is just being a lead, getting us scouting information, getting us a substitute, and so that's not necessarily a vital role for story mode. So I guess that's what we replace, and it's for coverage-wise is the best option. Thought that might be the case, but I flew to the Eastern Gate and she told me to go somewhere else. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't know exactly. That's what it seemed like when my brother and I were kind of checking it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know though. Maybe it's not by level though. I'll tell you that much, because she does not match up the levels, the appropriate levels. She just, yeah, like you said, she just ignores the whole side potentially. Alright, I guess it's Speedy. That's the obvious choice. I found that out too. Sent me to Aerie way too early. Yeah, Aerie is the last badge actually, so. Alright, oh man, I'm doing so much number crunching now again because of all these things that are happening. Let's check your moves. Well, first... yeah, unless it switches out. So the problem is, Perish Song, I'm pretty sure, also kills your own Pokemon, because your own Pokemon hears it. So that's why Perish Song not great in a Nuzlocke, especially because you have to survive and then also you die, unless you have soundproof. Which, I mean, we don't. Swablu does not. So Perish Song, not usable. She was my third. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's not gonna work out for you. Can't even dash or swim yet, but I'm on my way to get the climbing ability. I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure it's just based on the number of Titans. I think. Maybe not though. I don't actually know. I assumed it was based on the number of Titan badges, not on which one it is. That's wild if that's how it works. You got Glide and High Jump first and second. Wild. Okay. Huh. I did not know that. That's good to know. Alright, what do we want here? Oh, wow. Attacks and special attack both low. Speed low. Defense is high. That's kind of what I knew to be the case. This playthrough is full of surprises. So, I mean, I don't think it has any dragon moves yet. It'll presumably learn some when it evolves, because it is a dragon type. Stats-wise, Altaria is gonna, I mean, its attacks are evenly split and kind of low. Defenses are okay. To be honest, Altaria's stats are not great. But that's okay, we make do. It's a shiny, we have to try, right? So I think the best option here is to go in on buffing the defenses and HP. The defenses are high by default, so HP is probably a better buff. I think... but can I even get to the Dragon Titan without being able to swim? With Glide, I think you might be able to. It's possible. it's pretty far, and the glide eventually falls off, so you might not be able to. But if you go up to like the tower on the close edge and just try to glide from there, I think it's possible that you might be able to make it. Why are the directions so hopeless? True. Ooh, mist is interesting, but probably not worth it. Discerning voice, growl around, dragon breath. I mean, dragon breath is a special dragon move, or is a dragon move that we get that would eventually be useful. Natural cure is useful. Lets us not have to deal with status effects. We can swap out. Sing. If Sing had better than 55 accuracy, it could be interesting, but as it is, don't think so. What do you have? Moonblast is good. Cotton Guard is good. Cotton Guard, as we've talked about, the like best defensive move in the game. Like, look at that. Drastic boost. 3 stage stat boost. That's insane. Takedown is fine, I guess. I mean, recoil moves are sketchy. But ultimately fine. Let's give you... Let's start EVing up HP to begin with. Oh man, we're gonna have to go through this fight though, and I'm not gonna be able to use Swablu. It's gonna be a little bit sketchy because I'm only gonna have 5 Pokemon. I think it'll be okay, but the level's just too low, and I don't want to take the time to grind it up again. I could go do more chances. No, okay. So yellow. Moonblast is good. Takedowns, okay. I could check the TMs too. Parasong is not good. I mean, for now, I guess we just replace it with Dragon Breath. Could Paralyze. I don't know what the chance is. 30? I don't remember. Conguard is nice, though. So I think we bolster Special Defense. Special Defense is higher on Altaria to begin with. So that's probably what we want to build anyway. But also, Cotton Guard buffs our physical defense anyway. What was I doing? Looking for Scythers? I'm going to fight Gibbles too. Oops, there's a Scyther. Dang. They do in fact spawn here. Alright, back attack. Also, hey, thanks for following, by the way. Alright. I mean, I will admit the levels in this area are high enough that they could be of some concern, but I don't think it's a problem. Get our free attack. Tail doesn't kill. Swords Dance. Yikers. Good thing the Body Slam will kill here. Squish. Eggy's gonna be so slow. I mean, once Eggy is EV trained, we can actually switch to, Ooh, I got the Scyther Claws I need. I only needed 3. Let's go fight some Gibbles. Once Eggy is EV trained, we can switch to... the Lucky Egg to help him level up a little bit faster. I could throw some candies too. Man, I've now found more shinies, and I haven't found any random shinies in my personal playthrough. I've like grinded shinies in there, but I found 2 random shinies in my Nuzlocke and none in my personal playthrough. Man, it's wild. Oh, there are the Gibbles. Yeah, fillet should be fine. Alright. We could even fight the Gabite. I'm pretty sure it'll drop Gibble scales also. Alright. Oh no, not a bite. Goodbye. I'm surprised this doesn't hit the people around him. Alright, Gibble's dead. Honestly, I think I do try to fight the Gabite. The Gabite's not scary, but it gives me more XP. Oh, I caught it. I didn't think I caught it in time to get the back attack, but I did. Smack. Oh, it's a dragon type as a Gabite. I mean, I knew it becomes a dragon type eventually. Ooh, I probably could take this trainer now level-wise, right? But Gibble, I think, is just ground, because it was super effective against the Gibble, I think, right? Kind of wish they had it so the levels of trainers and wild stuff would be scaled based on how you decide to explore. I agree. I think it's... I mean, look, on one hand, I'm fine. Like, it's fine. It's kind of a fun game to play regardless. But... And... I wish... I mean, trainers and wild Pokemon... Like, I kind of get, like, whatever. Like, they don't... There's definitely some weird stuff because Pokemon in the wild get moves based on, like, what level they are and stuff. And, like, the trainers, they have specific movesets and stuff. So, like, I kind of get it. But, like, they frame this as an open world game, but it is so not really an open world game. Like, you definitely, if you're doing things out of order, it's fine, you can, but then you end up with things way below your level later. And that's, like, not that interesting, right? Like, on what, or you could end up way over your head, which that's, like, fine. Like, that's kind of normal for open world games. But, like, if they just had it scale, it'd be a non-issue. Also, it is already a dragon type. I guess I just wasn't really paying attention. But also, Order Up is super effective then. I wasn't even thinking about that. I keep forgetting Order Up is an attack I have. Yeah, surely I can take this fight, right? Surely. Surely. These black box trainers, I'm not scared of you anymore. Hopefully it's not 20 levels over the wild Pokemon here, because then we're in trouble. Powdon, that's fine. Aqua Tail kills. Had to do a bit of grinding to get through area, yeah. Having your lead go wander and beat stuff up is a great way to get levels, though. Yeah, it is a little bit slower, but, I mean, I think it is faster than actually fighting stuff manually. But, and also, it's, like, a lot safer. Or, like, you don't ever have to go back and heal or restore PP, which is nice. Well beyond the point of concern for this black box trainer. I can rock. It's faster when you're 10 levels under the wild ones because I think it's based on just on type matches. It's based on levels and type matchups, but type matchup is a big part of it. So if you have something super effective, you can still just blast your way through. It is based on level as well, but it's not based on... You're right that it's based mostly on type matchup, which makes sense, but it's funny because it's not based on, like, moves you know, or... And, like, even though there's abilities that can technically make type matchups not work out the way they should, it doesn't take that into account. It's literally just the type. Like, and stats and stuff don't matter, I think. It's just, like, levels and types. Okay, we should be good on the Gibble scales, right? Yeah, we're good. Alright. What else did we need? You know, I could have been using Eggy to try to get these fights that are below level. For Hyper Voice, I need... Okay, Crunch, I'm not going to get. Brux's teeth are such a pain. Mask of Fangs are fine, but... This is Litleo, Squovit... and Tandemouse. Oh, I know where I can find some Tandemouse. We'll get that by the end of the game. The Litleo and Squovit we have to go get, though. Okay. Let me check where those are going to be. I think I only need the one Hyper Voice, though, right? If I recall correctly. Okay, so Litleo. That's around where I thought it was, but I couldn't remember exactly. Just say up here. Wait, is it like here, right? Oh no, it's... What the heck? This map is... No, that's right. Oh, it's only over... It's over here more. Huh. That's not where I thought it was. Oh man, I'm trying. There's no way I'm gonna finish the game next stream unless I run over. At least not at the pace I'm going. What a struggle. I'm getting too caught up in doing random other things. Also, now I'm having to grind this shiny up. Alright, where are the Litleo? Oh, they're on the mountain path. I'm remembering now. They're over here. Do I have a warp on here? Did I not find any of the warps? Okay. This one is close enough. Okay, Litleo, Squovit, and I know where to get Tandemaus by the end, even if I don't have them now. Oh, did I get this? Only 2, no way, yeah. Vespiquen, DD, Combi. Climbing, climbing. Come on, up to the mountain path. I remember I saw a bunch of them, but I didn't think to fight them at the time. Because I forgot that I needed them for Hyper Voice. Oh, Litleos. Alright, what levels are they? Okay. Swablu can probably take that, right? What are they? Normal fire. I don't know. We don't have any good moves. Well, we can just swap Dondozo in. Do some quick swap-ins. What is... Why can I not... I can't target. So shiny! Do a little bit of a swap in. Still haven't... I gotta go heal. Alright. Oh man, Eggy's gonna gain levels so slow. Come on. There we go. Let's fight the Pyroar. I'm just gonna have to use some candies or something near the end. It's looking like, which is fine, I guess. As long as I get the EVs up, that's sort of what matters more right now. We need to get enough fights in to get the EVs up. And then the XP we can kind of candy for or whatever if we have to. Endeavor. Ooh. E. Let's get enough Litleo scales, or Litleo tufts to make sure we can craft at least 2. Can you leave low kicks? I didn't want to fight you! this? Dark Bug? Agility is fine. Oops. Okay, that was Drill Peck. That's fine. That's what we wanted to use here anyway. I was just mashing. Okay, there's the level. The evolution from the one level on Swablu, because it was already past evolution level. So, here comes our Altaria. Alright, now we get dragon type moves. Yay! Ooh, there's Dragon Pulse. That's good. That's what we want. Instead of Dragon Breath. Oh. Hello. Okay, what? This is, so far I haven't seen a move that's scary here, right? I should be able to just Dragon Pulse this and win, right? We get stab on it now and everything. How? Okay, it's gonna take a second one. That's okay. Ooh, Endeavor? Takes us down to 33. So for those who don't know how Endeavor works, Endeavor just takes you down to match the HP. So it never kills, right? We weren't worried about that killing. But it does put us in a situation where our health is now low, annoyingly low. And unfortunately, the Endeavor is always going to do that, no matter what. So, as long as we're high enough that we don't die to the other moves between Endeavors, we're fine. Wee-oo. So I think maybe if I can get the back attacks, that'll make this easier, because I can just kill without having to worry about it. The Echoed Voice does, like, nothing. The concern is it gets another Endeavor off here, and then we have to be low again. Flamethrower, that's the thing. We resist Flamethrower. It does get stab on the Flamethrower. And it is also just a stronger move than Echoed Voice. Oh, we're getting so little XP from this anyway. Oh, we need still a bunch more. I gotta get to one of the warps here so I can not have to fly all the way back up, down and back up. Man, it's Litleo, unobservant. I just walked around it. Or just not curious, I guess. Oh, I need to update my overlay. Because we have now replaced Speedy with Eggy the Altaria. And I need to add my notes. Where were we? Castle Royale Lake, right? And we named you Egg. Okay. Whoops. Wow. I was switching over and I hit A. That does nothing because it's only using special moves. And we've wasted our bonus turn. There's the Endeavor. Oh, but it's full health, so that's less annoying. Now it's gonna Endeavor again and it'll be annoying. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. Alright. Let's go heal. Get a few more Litleo Tufts, and then we can go get the Squovit fur. That should be easy, I think, right? Like, that's not... Those should be easy to find. Oh, they're actually Squovits are not that... They're not that common, although Greedents are pretty common. Gotta find somewhere where they're just all over the place, though. Oh, they're apparently... Greedents are over there. Okay, that's doable. Although, what is Greedent gonna have that's scary? They could have Super Fang, which doesn't kill, but it's another annoying move like Endeavor, which makes it annoying to keep fighting them if they do that. That being said, Greedent extremely slow, I think. So if we're just moving fast enough and we're high enough level, we basically shouldn't have to worry about even getting hit. Find another. There's like Litleos all over here. Oh, there's the tower. Okay, now we can at least not have to warp or not have to climb back up. Whoa! This is a herd of This is a group of Pyroars, not even just Litleos. Okay, we're fighting. That's fine. Resist. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we do more than half. We two-shot it. Oh, I should have gone for the one that was facing away. I could have gotten a back attack. There's Endeavor. It fails because you're higher. You have higher HP than me at the moment. Oh, that's annoying. Huh. Oh, it's a normal Terra type. That's kind of weird because it was normal flying when we caught it. So that was a native Terra type, but it's no longer normal. Yikes. Dragon Pulse probably doesn't kill here, and then if it endeavors, it's gonna be annoying. Actually, though, it's going first. I was thinking if we Dragon Pulse and then get endeavored, and then it goes. Oh, it killed. Okay, it was just roll. We rolled high. Alright, we should have enough now, right? Yeah, we're good. Oh, I didn't. Well, okay, we'll fight one more. Banana bird, look at it. Look at it. So shiny. Banana in a cloud. Oh. Okay. At least you caught the shiny that mattered, unlike my Scatterbug. Yeah, it is a nice shiny. I mean, it's a very simple shiny, but that's because Swablu is a very simple color scheme. Swablu Altaria are literally cloud and blue. White and oh my goodness, a low kicks. So then the shiny is just yellow and white. Cloud and yellow. So, but it at least is strikingly different. So there is that. Even though it's, you know, not very, I mean, it's not, simplicity, that's just the nature of the design. I don't want to deal with this low kicks. It's a dark type. Get him, Jawbreaker! Bug we resist very heavily, and dark we resist here, so. And it agilities anyway. Okay, play rough just kills here, right? Oh no, not Sucker Punch. Here's what I think of that. Oh my goodness, now I'm gonna get caught by this Pyroar the moment I exit. Okay, we're good, we're out. Let's go beat some Greedents up for their fur. There are presumably some here. I don't remember exactly. Oh, they're over there too. I don't remember exactly where they are, to be honest. How are those EVs looking too? I think Jawbreaker's probably maxed on EVs. So we probably can switch this off soon. I think probably maxed, right? Yeah, maxed. Okay. Look at that EV spread. All right. Still have a little ways to go there. I've not even seen a shiny. That's what I'm saying. On my personal playthrough, the only ones I've seen are ones that I grinded for, right? That I was like hunting specifically. I haven't seen any random shinies in my personal playthrough, and yet in my Nuzlocke, I've seen 2 now. I don't even know, Gamera, I don't remember if you were here when we caught Barry, who also promptly died. That was quite the moment. I think I clipped it. If you check the clips, you could see the highlights of it happening in the clips, I think. That was something. Hopefully we break. I'm trying to think if I even saw one when playing Sword. In the Sword Nuzlocke back in the day, I also got the one. I got Cream Puff, the Swirlix. I don't know if you remember. I definitely saw shinies, but I don't know if I ever saw any shinies in the wild in Sword and Shield. I highly doubt it, in fact. I definitely had some, but that's because, I was hunting them. I just Masuda methoded my way to a bunch of them in Sword and Shield. I don't think I saw any in the wild, though. Okay, the item here is, it's finally time to decide what item we're going for. Oh, we can get Swords Dance now. We have the TM, stuff. Right. Swords Dance. Okay. I mean, I guess we replace Skitter Snack. It's pretty weak, not really that helpful. I remember you playing Sword because watching you made me buy, but I don't remember anything except you find Grass Gym. Yeah, it's hard. It was so long ago. It's hard to remember a lot of the things that happened. I mean, I remember a lot of the high and low points. There were some crazy things. I remember Pip and Son of Pip, and now we have Pip the Third here in a new region. Stuff like that. Fire Starter in that game was awesome, though. I didn't have the Fire Starter in that game, I think. I think I had the Grass Starter. Because I had the Grass Starter in my personal save 100%. And I think I took the Grass Starter again. It was okay. I didn't care, to be honest, I didn't really care for any of the starters that much in Galar. Do I want Hyper Voice on? I don't even know. Oh, let's Crunch. Do I want Hyper Voice on these other ones? Ooh, I might want it on Altaria too, actually, now that I look at it. I always pick the Fire Starter in my first playthroughs. I always pick Grass. I mean, Grass is my favorite type, followed by Fairy, as we've seen many times over. So, I always use Grass. Well, let's go fight the Squilvits and we'll figure it out later. Or Greedents, rather, I think it's going to be. Let's just hope that they do truly spawn here. No particular indication. Where do they spawn, though? By trees or something? Probably. Pokemon Red was an interesting experience back in the day when there wasn't all this knowledge floating around. Yeah, I mean, when I played it, I was very young. I mean, when I got it, I was so young that I really don't remember it. And then I played it, but then the first Pokemon game that I played and kind of actually played actively was Gen 3. These first 2 gyms are straight up brutal if you pick Charmander. True. Though in general, fire types often are good early because there's lots of bugs early. Bugs and grass types. So there is that. Or maybe I should just go look for Squovits. The Squovits might be easier to find. I don't know. Squovits are here. They're gonna be so low level. Level 21 Starmie is so overpowered for a second gym. I don't really remember, to be honest. I definitely replayed red, well, blue later as well, but the mechanics in the first game are, there's definitely some wonkiness. A lot, like, most of the mechanics have changed since then. A lot of them changed in Gen 2, but a lot of them also changed. There was a lot of mechanic overhauls. Okay. I'm just not even, there's no point, I'm getting no experience from these. I'm just gonna auto battle these Squovits to get their stuff. Gen 1 is so broken, but I love it to death. Yeah, like, there's a lot of mechanical stuff that is very wonky and doesn't really work the way it should, or in a way that is reasonable. But, you know, that's sort of the beauty of it to some degree. I do appreciate, I mean, the later gens, even Gen 2 changed a lot of stuff. But then Gen 3 in particular really, like, cleaned up a lot of the mechanics. And that's the first one I really played. But there's just so much stuff from Gen 1 that's funny and, like, doesn't really make sense. And, I mean, there's also just lots of stuff that, like, is, like, kind of all, like, the fact that there's, wow, I didn't fight that trainer? That's wild. Like, there's, like, the only ghost-type line is the Ghastly line, right? So there's no ghost-type attack moves other than Lick. And then the super effectiveness of Lick, Lick Tongue doesn't learn Lick in Gen 1. Yeah, it's because Lick was a ghost-type move. And it wasn't, yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, because the idea of Lick back in that day was more like, it was a... That Diglett has a... I was like, what is wrong with that Diglett? It has a Smoliv inside of it. Look at that. I was like, what the heck is that? Why does that Pokemon look so weird? But yeah, the idea of Lick was more like a Lick that you're not expecting, right? Like from a ghost or something. Oops, I actually fought this. I know Haunter was known for licking as well, but Quad, it's in its name. I mean, right. It's true. Because that's why it paralyzes you, right? Is the idea was like a Lick that was like out of nowhere, and it was like paralyzes you with fear. Like that was the idea, at least. But that's the only damaging ghost type move. So in Gen 1, even though there's like some indication from other sources that Ghost is supposed to be super effective against Psychic, as it currently is, right? Ghost is super effective against Psychic. In Gen 1, Ghost actually had no effect on Psychic. It did not, it was like the way it doesn't have effect on normal types, it did that with Psychic types. Which doesn't really make sense, or it was incorrect, it seems like. But it also didn't matter because the only ghost type damaging move was Lick. The only other ghost type moves, or the only other ghost type moves were Curse, which is weird and does other stuff. Although actually, was Curse even ghost type at the time? Confuse Ray? No, it's Confuse Ray is a ghost type move, I think. Doesn't do damage. Nightshade was also a ghost type damaging move, but it does fixed damage, so it was irrelevant. So it's just kind of funny how that worked out. And then, of course, they fixed it in Gen 2, where it does, in fact, do super effective damage to Psychic types in Gen 2. Alright, Squovit. There's a Squovit. Get him! Where are you going? Oh my goodness, I ran into it. I've gotta move these moves. Cotton Guard on the top means I'm spamming it on accident. Oh, tail whip against my cotton guard. Now my defense is only +2. Whatever shall I do? Okay, so I might need to get to 3 things worth. Okay, I only need to get to 9 to get three things worth, though. Just go a bit. It fights the Diglett first, that's fine. Then you kill the Scorbit. One more and we'll have plenty. One more Squovet. Oh, that's a Gimmighoul. I was like, what is that? That looks something looked weird there. It's just a Gimmighoul. Squovet. Die. I guess I could be fighting them for the EVs, actually. That is something to, just doing the little baby fights for the EVs. Almost maxed out there. So after we switch, I think we switch to... So my thinking then is to switch to... Special defense or defense. Now defense, we have Cotton Guard to begin with, so it's less important to bolster our defense. But on the other hand, our special defense is already higher. But I think we go special defense, get a special defense nature, and then use Cotton Guard if we need to buff our physical defense, right? Like, Cotton Guard is +3. That takes our defense from 105 to like whatever, to like 250, right? It like is an extra 1.5 to defense times defense, so it's 2.5 times multiplier for defense immediately, and then after that it goes up to 4 times defense if we use it a second time, which is max. So I need to get another mint. This one is gonna be what, special? Oh, this one's harder because I want both. Well, it depends on what attacks I end up on. As it is, they're just evenly split, and I just have both. I'm just like mixed attacking. I don't know which one I'm gonna want to get rid of in the end. I guess we'll see what moves we end up with. I mean, as I've mentioned, I think it mathematically is still better to take a like point from a points perspective. It is still better to... Is that tower not a warp point? Do I have to climb it? Because I definitely didn't climb it. I didn't even think about it. Did I not go to the... Oh, I didn't go to it. I just saw it and then I fought the... Dang it. I saw it and then I fought the... Litleos, or the Pyroars rather, and then flew away. That's why. But yeah, from like a numbers perspective, if we just max out if we put our nature increasing the highest stat and reducing the lowest stat, then just from like a pure numbers perspective, you are gaining stat points. Now, I mean, you could argue that maybe you want the points where they are more than where they would end up, and in that sense, maybe it's still better to have a neutral nature. But if that were the case, of course, this is contingent upon the idea that you are EVing in a certain way, because then you can always just like set your EVs to account for that, right? And then it becomes then it is just strictly better. But of course, if you can't control your EVs that finely, like in a story run or a Nuzlocke or whatever, you know, there is an argument to be made for it not being always perfect or always better. Though I don't know, I think it still is mostly just better. Let's that wasn't a back attack. Come on. Who has Fire Fang? I wonder if it learns another move at like 40 something, which is where the other ones were. Oh boy. Freaking Endeavor. Yeah, definitely learns Endeavor at level 30 something. Alright, that's not enough Litleo Tufts. Good, we're good. Alright, I think we're basically fine. Let's go heal up, and then we'll go to the lighthouse, and we'll start going through some of these final fights. See where they take us. So we're gonna have to... I mean, Eggy's gonna be under level. The rest are actually pretty appropriately level now. In fact, I'm kind of on the high end of levels at this point. So I think I can basically blast through the rest of the fights in the game at this point without having to do any other stuff. I'd love for Eggy to be at the correct level, but we're gonna have to hold off on that for now. Eggy's moveset is not great yet. Oh wait, I should check TMs. I mean, okay. Maybe I should check the ones I have. I'm not gonna go crafting TMs necessarily for Eggy from this position. But you can see what we've got at least. Oh, Hyper Voice is one that we could add and probably will. Hyper Voice is a good move. I mean, it's better when you get stab on it, obviously, because then it's just a very strong stab move. As it is, it's still just a 90 power move that has generally good coverage. Hits a lot of stuff. Okay, there's actually a lot of good TM moves that Altaria learns. Aerial Ace is okay. We've outgrown the use for Aerial Ace, though, at this point. Heat Wave is good. I mean, that's a good move. 90 accuracy makes it a little scarier. Flamethrower, also very good. Better, I think. Because it trades off 5 power for perfect accuracy. Well, 100% accuracy. Fire Blast learns all the fire moves. Ooh, Brave Bird. Recoil's scary. Brave Bird is good, though. Solar Beam would be nice if we had Sun. Terra Blast is just a normal type move. It's just always a normal type move. We do get Terra Normal. Oh! Terra Normal, though, is a reason why we would like Hyper Voice, because then when we Terra, we have a Stab Terra move, too. Although, we don't lose Stab, so we can still use, like, Dragon and Flying type moves. We would like a Flying type move. I mean, maybe it's Brave Bird is the answer. Aerial Ace is probably not good enough. Hurricane is a little inaccurate, and I don't have access to it anyway. Brave Bird's scary, but if our defenses are high enough, it might be fine. Oh man, recoil moves are scary in a Nuzlocke. I mean, what else do I think I keep Cotton Guard to bolster defenses and just be... Okay, and Moonblast is actually good. We do keep Moonblast. Probably get Hyper Voice to go with the Terra. And then we need so we're actually missing Stab Flying, which is fine if we have Dragon Pulse as our Stab Dragon move. Honestly, Altaria's attack is not very high, so even a Brave Bird is probably not worth it. And if we're gonna go with all these special moves, then we just take negative attack nature, and then that settles it. And then Brave Bird we even less want to take. Hyper Voice would basically replace Takedown, which is fine because it's literally the same power, higher accuracy, and because it's 100% accuracy, hits multiple targets, although that's not relevant, and no recoil. It's just better than Takedown if our stats line up with it, and of course our stats do because our stats are evenly split. So we wouldn't have any flying moves. It would be nice to have a flying stab flying move, but I mean, it's fine. Moonblast is better, probably, just as coverage. Hits a lot of stuff. Hits other Dragon Pulse hits other dragons, and we don't necessarily want to stand against dragons, but it hits fighting and dark type as well, which we don't hit otherwise. I mean, we hit them neutrally. And it's also just strong. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's make those Hyper Voice TMs and assign them, though. Oh, I need Tanana still. Okay. Once we get access to them, we will make them. Did I heal? I did. Okay, so we're gonna Oh yeah, your EV, your max EV. Did I not change your item? I completely forgot. Not that it matters. We haven't been using you. Okay. Oh, Swords Dance now. Yeah, that's why I got distracted by having Swords Dance. Okay, so I guess we could go clear Amulet so the stats don't get reduced. No defense reductions, no reducing our attack once we've Swords Danced. That might be okay. I mean, is there a reason to go Covert Cloak? Probably not. So that's probably fine. And then Altaria could take the leftovers. Altaria is going to be very bulky at this point. Is basically our main plan, it seems like. But we're not going to have you in the front for this. We don't have Speedy to be our lead anymore. So who do we lead off with? Well, most of these four are all quite bulky in their respective ways. Jawbreaker is not. So Jawbreaker is probably who we want to lead with. And try to see how far we can sweep before before we have to switch. That is some nice speed. That maxed out speed, like look at that. That's like as fast as Speedy was, although we're higher level now. This moveset is fine. A knockoff is not great in story mode, I think. I think we would rather have... What do I rather have? Fake out is cute, but not helpful. That helpful here. Training Kiss is unfortunately special. Metal Claw. Skitter Smack. I think it does learn like Rock... What is it? Rock Slide. Which is kind of potentially useful. I mean, I guess knockoff is fine. If they're holding items, knockoff is good. Knockoff is very strong against something holding an item. And weak to dark type, it just like obliterates them. Alright, everyone else is good though, right? Oh, we need nature here. I still haven't bought the mints. Oh, I should go do that. Okay. So I think I am going to go Hyper Voice here, at which point attack is less important. So I think we do go special defense up, attack down, which I don't remember what that is. We'll just have to check. I might have it already. And over here, we're going to go defense up or attack up. Special. Oh, we were going to go, yeah, we're going to go adamant here. That one we have to buy. Let me check if I have the other one. Special defense up, attack down, right? Don't have it. Alright, let's go buy those mints. Let's go to a Chansey supply. I got distracted by all the other things every time. Do I need to buy more leftovers? No, I have one more still to give. I mean, I could go go somewhere else to see what items they have. It's fine, though. Just Chansey supply. Whatever, I'm just gonna go. I know there's some in Lavincia. Where in Lavincia is it? This is the Delibird presence. There's the Chansey supply. Okay, I need adamant and I need special defense up, attack down, physical attack. Yeah. So that's gonna cost me another 40,000, which is fine. We have the money and the LP actually at this point. And then we'll go fight the Titan final fight. And then we'll go, maybe we'll go try to do one more path, final fight, if we have time. Because the thing is, we're actually, we don't need to do anything else. We can just blast through the final fights now. We're at a level. I don't need to like grind between them. I don't have anywhere I need to go between them. Wait, I can move left and right here? What the heck? Alright, one adamant. And then, what is it? Calm. Special defense, attack down. Don't need anything else. Okay. Adamant. For you. And calm. For you. How are your HP EVs looking? Okay, good. Alright, let's go to the lighthouse. Let's do this fight. Let's do it. Just fly directly there. Let's see if we beat Arvin there, even though he should have been going there for like weeks now. Where's Arvin? Is he waiting for us inside? Oh! Seriously? You beat me here? Bro, how can you be that slow? I literally went and did a million other things. Well, this is the lab. I used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. There'd better be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. Everyone always says he's some kind of genius. Absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My dad, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, he's the worst. All he ever does is work. He never comes home. I don't have a single memory of him yet ever even playing with me, his own kid. Mawastiff's the only one who's there for me, always. Poor Arvin. Anyway, it's open now. Go on in. I just want to get this over with. Okay. That's right. Pre-rendered cutscene. Well, maybe not pre-rendered, because it actually renders our clothes, too. Oh. Something about those screens reminds me of Stray. I don't know why. Just like the lighting of it. I need your help. Poor Arvin. I am currently at the deepest point of Area 0 in the Great Crater of Paldea. I have been researching the unique Pokemon here for a very long time. I'm asking the two of you to lend a hand, to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Turo's glorious research. The final step? But there is something we need first, something that can be found within that lab. What we need is the Violet Book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah, so you took it from the lab, did you, Arvin? This expedites things. Bring the Violet Book to the deepest depths of Area 0. I promise that it will be an experience worth treasuring if you come. Okay. I must note, however, that Area 0 is both home to vicious Pokemon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. It seems to me that you might struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come, if you feel the need. Reliable allies, huh? I will be awaiting you in the deepest part of Area 0, whenever you arrive. Area 0. That place is bad news. It was down in Area 0 that Mawastiff got wounded in the first place. Down in the Great Crater of Paldea. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to never see that place again. Are you gonna go? Of Of course I'm going to go. We might find our treasure. We're so unsympathetic to Arven's plight. We might find our treasure. Our treasure, huh? Yeah, I suppose that was the assignment we were given. And I can't just stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on his own. Look at that smile. So I guess I'm going too. So I caught another shiny. Ryoko, stop! You can't stop taking all the shinies. Leave some for the rest of us. What the heck? How are you? What is... There's no way. Your game is bugged. You're hacking. It was a shiny Pommy. Oh, nice. We've seen that one. We've seen that here. I have one for myself now. Nice, nice. So pink and cute. You're clearly hacking. There's no other way. There's no way. Besides, I'd love to give Dad a piece of my mind. Alright then, Chamomile, outside. We're gonna have a Pokemon battle to see if we're really ready to head into Area 0 or not. Mostly to see if I'm ready or not. Let's go. Look at that smile. Like, yeah, we knew. My character has such a, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward, smile. Just like a smug smirk. Alright. I mean, we're ready as we're gonna be. Let's do this and let's try to get Eggy up to level along the way. Let's do this. Alright, you ready for a battle, Chamomile? Yeah. Excellent. You're ready too, right, Mabostiff? Yep, Mabostiff says he's ready. Wait, are you sure about this? You're battling with Mabostiff? Okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. But my buddy here's bursting with energy. You'd never know he was so weak just a little while ago. Won't leave me alone, always whining at me, wanting to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long I nearly forgot, but he always did love to battle. Even if we always lost to that student council girl, the battle fanatic one. Nemona, the unbeatable. Anyway, my point is there's no need to worry. We're a brand new Arven and Mabostiff, and we're feeling audacious. Or maybe herbaceous? Nice one, got him. Let me give you a taste of what we can do. A taste, get it? Because he likes to cook and use the herbs. Arven's theme is pretty good. So, it was pointed out, there's a really cool flavor here to Arven's team, which I really appreciate. The Pokemon that I met during our hunt for the Herba Mystica are all stars, every one of them. He uses the 5 Pokemon that he uses in the doubles battles in the Herba Mystica Titans. And, of course, Mabostiff. It's so good. That's such a good story, like, growth for it. Like, it's perfect. Anyway, let's get this done. Lead off with a Swords Dance. And then we'll just start alternating Gigaton Hammers and Play Roughs to try to get through. Earthquake! Yikes, scary. Good thing our defensive specs are pretty good. We are faster, as we expected. Let's Gigaton Hammer here. Should kill, yep. If it didn't kill, that would have been bad, because it would have gotten another Earthquake off. So now the concern is we're at +2 attack. We should be able to sweep a lot of stuff. Scovillain, ooh, that's annoying. We don't have anything super effective against that. So we are going to have to switch immediately. Alright, well, there goes our plan to sweep. But we got one Pokemon out of the deal. That's where we wanted to be. Now, that being said, Craft just wrecks shop here, right? Yeah. Because Craft resists both types. And we can start setting up Torch Songs. Gonna go for a fire type move though. Flamethrower probably. Fire blast. That would have killed. That would definitely have killed. So good thing we are where we are. I think this game actually had some decent storylines. I don't even remember what the point of Team Yell was in Sword. I agree. I mean, the point of Team Yell was that they liked Marnie. That was their whole storyline. But I agree. This game did the storylines so much better than this. Like actually one of the best like sets of stories from a Pokemon game. I mean, and the way they actually like come together and the way that they all are independent but each are like kind of a nice story. I think they did a really good job with it. Like it's nothing revolutionary as far as the story goes, but for Pokemon, it's very good. You know, especially compared to a lot of other Pokemon games, like the recent Pokemon games in particular. But even like the early Pokemon, even like people love the Gen 1 storyline and everything, but even the Gen 1 storyline is kind of out of nowhere, right? It's just like you're doing gym badges and then, oh, Team Rocket's a thing. Why? Because? Oh, you beat Team Rocket. Okay, now go fight. Oh, look, you've become the champion. Hey, look, there's Mewtwo, right? It's like, it's kind of like very scattered and like hard to piece together versus this. Each one is separate, but they all have their own beats, story beats that they hit at various points, which are pretty good. Okay, I'm rambling. I should be playing while I ramble. I don't think Torch Song kills off of one. Well, it is neutrally effective. I mean, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna start building up. See, the question is, do we yawn, right? But no, it's not worth it. If it kills him too, it's not worth it to yawn because Crunch. Oh, that's scary. Oh, and it crit. That explains why. Okay, that did more than I expected, and it's because of the crit, so that makes sense. Now, the thing is, Torch Song should kill here regardless. Yeah, Gen 1 didn't really have a story. You go catch Pokemon and Team Rocket are bad guys because they said so. Yep, exactly. It's like... Alright, Torch Song, barring like a Bright Powder or something, Torch Song kills here. We gain health off leftovers. We go first, unless it was a speed tie, which I don't think it was. So we gain a tiny bit of health here. Now the question is, what are we going to be looking at for the third Pokemon, right? The crit crunch was scary, but the fact that it was a crit made it actually me slightly less scared because that was why it did so much damage. Oh, Garganackle. Yeah, I mean, he's using the types, he's switching the way he should, which is to fight the types how he should, so we can't really keep this in. Now is where we switch to... Fillet, maybe? Fillet's physical defense is better than Raisin's. Pips is also decent. Let me check the stats, actually. So I almost hit the swap button. Okay, actually, Pips is slightly better. They're both... Actually, Raisin's is also quite high. Now, I mean, I guess... Was it a Garganackle? So, I mean... They all have super effective type moves, right? We have Steel Wing, we have grass type moves, and we have Aqua Tail. And they're all gonna take neutral damage from Garganackle, right? Because Rock is gonna be neutral against all three of them. However, if it has, what else could it have? Fighting, which would be scary. If it has like Body Press or something, that could actually be bad for Raisin. It's fine for the other two, more or less. And Ground, which is fine here and here. It's actually fine everywhere. So I guess we just go with Pip, probably the safest. I mean, they tried to hint at some things like Mewtwo's creation and stuff, but I don't know if they thought Pokemon would still be so wildly popular 25 years later, so why have an intricate story? There's that. I mean, there's that, but also it's like when you're in a debut game, especially in that kind of era, you know, they do their best, but it's not necessarily... They were focused on the Pokemon, the monster catching, right? Like, that was like the core concept of the game. The story was there to facilitate that. And so, like, the Mewtwo story creation and stuff, and a lot of the other stuff was there to, like, present the ideas of these interesting monsters, like Mewtwo. Alright, we have Stealth Rock up now, which makes switching much more annoying, unfortunately. That was a smart move by this Garganackle. Ooh, Steel Wing does not kill here, Stone Edge. Oof. Hits hard. Thankfully, not too hard. Our physical defense nice and high. Okay, the switches, I'm not gonna switch, but it means we can't switch Crafton anymore, because he will just die, right? He'll take a quarter damage, and he'll be at like 1 HP or something. Okay, maybe I'd Hone Claws first, because it's going to take 2 moves to kill. This at least lets me buff other stuff later. Along the way. Come on, Stone Edge hitting twice. The Stone Edge has to whiff eventually, right? The Stone Edge is a little bit scary because it has a high crit chance. So we do have to be a little bit careful. We have to stay out of crit range of Stone Edge. But it also has a high miss chance, and that's sort of what we're banking on. Now that being said, this kills and it's not getting another one off, so it doesn't matter. It's probably better the details were so vague because it allowed them to fill those in later after it took off. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, Overheat is nice. Oh, but again, I don't think we want to replace Torch Song. Torch Song is just so good. I mean, it could replace Snarl, potentially, but it's fine. Alright, we're back up into a safe-ish health range. What do you got next? Cloister. That's fine. We take neutral damage from both of those. From water. The ice, I guess he's going for it because of the ice, and because it's neutral damage from the steel. But the ice only hits us neutrally. It doesn't hit us super effectively because of the steel typing. I need to actually finish Gold one of these years. Yeah. I've actually never finished Gen 2. Gen 2 is the one Pokemon Gen that I have not really played. Because I played Blue when I was like a very small child, but then I didn't get Gold or Silver, and then, but like I said, Gen 3 is the first one I really played. So that's why I have like the least attachment to the Gen 2 Pokemon, because I have like no nostalgia for them, other than just like a bit of nostalgia I have from seeing them in like Pokemon Stadium with my cousins and stuff. Alright, we're at +1 attack from Hone Claws. I mean, I think we just go for Drill Pecks here. They also boost the user's defense. That's kind of nice, actually. If we can proc that, it would be nice. I guess we go for the Steel Wing. Now, I am a little concerned. I mean, our defense is high, but so is Cloister's. This isn't going to do much. Ooh! It crit. I was going to say, it did half its health! I was about to be very surprised that it did that much with that, but a crit makes sense then. I was 15 when I played Red, Blue, Yellow for the first time. Didn't get Gold when it came out because I wasn't into it anymore. Never played another mainline game until Sword. Yeah, I played them all other than Gen 2. And like I said, Gen 1, I was a very small child, and I didn't really know what I was doing. And the first time I really played it was actually much later, when I was like in high school. Second Steel Wing is not going to kill here, unfortunately. Unless we get a second crit. So I think we Hone Claws here. And then we heal afterwards, because it's going to Liquidation again. Hopefully it doesn't do a new move and kill us. Playing a little bit dangerously. Liquidation, that's fine. The crit won't kill. Because now we can heal. Wasn't hyped for Sword until I saw you playing it and it looked fun. And it was. I need to go back and play the others. Yeah, honestly, as much as people, you know, criticize Pokemon, and I say this every time, fairly, I think it's totally reasonable to criticize Pokemon, because the games, there's definitely a lot of ways that they could be better, and should be better. At the end of the day, they're still really fun, and I love them. So, like, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, honestly, I mean, Scarlet and Violet are awesome. As much as they have a lot of issues with performance and things like that, and a lot of weird decisions they've made, they are really fun. Even to some degree more than Sword and Shield, which I also really enjoyed. I mean, I still have huge nostalgia for Black and White. It's like my favorite. It's halfway through the Diamond Pearl remake, but I haven't touched it in almost a year now. I might just start that one all over. Yeah, I can understand that. It's hard to like to continue from where you left off. It's often easier to just like reset. I haven't really played the remakes though, I will say that. I've played all the mainline games, but I haven't played the remakes. I'm just generally not one for remakes to begin with, but also, it's just, like, you know. I mean, I like them, but also, I mean, Diamond and Pearl weren't necessarily my favorite. I didn't hate them, they were fine. They were good games, but I don't have that much nostalgia for them. They're between my two favorite games, right? It's Gen 4, it's between Gen 3 and 5, which are my two favorites. Alright, Toedscruel dies. We are not afraid of Toedscruel. He's running out of Pokemon, so he can't exploit type matchups anymore. He's running out of options, because he only has Mabosstiff, which has to go last. So this we just kill with a drill peck. This just dies. It's so slow, and we're at +2, and we're super effective. Alright, we're good. And now it's Mabostif's turn. Mabostif is gonna Terra Dark. And what, go for a dark type move because it's neutrally effective? What could it have that I'm scared of? I mean, rock type, I could Terra to try to get the bonus damage here. I honestly don't think I need to. I think a drill peck just kills. Or I could Steel Wing. If I Terra, I get super stab on drill peck. But then I'm in danger of what? Rock type moves. Ice type moves, not gonna have ice, it's not gonna have electric. We're weak to electric anyway. What are we currently weak to? Fire? It doesn't lose any, yeah, it's fine, we'll just drill peck. I'm not concerned. Let's celebrate your full recovery with a glow up. Time to terrestrialize Mabostif. I don't know where to put the emphasis or pronunciation on Mabostif, because it's like boss, but then it's like mastiff. It's like Mabostif. I don't know. The Dark Terra is so funny. The hat, it's just like a smirking face. Fire Fang, I should have Terra'd. Oh, it did have fire. That didn't occur to me. Oh, I do Terra. The Terra will kill then too. It's gonna go for another Fire Fang. It also did like nothing because our defense is high and it's non-stab. So we're really not scared of it. But if we Terra here, we don't get hit by that. So, and then we kill with Drill Peck because of the super stab. The Fire Fang could have been worse, but we're physically bulky and taking a non-stab Fire Fang, like whatever. Fire Fang it's just like 65 base power to begin with. It's very not strong. Or wait, maybe I'm thinking of Fire. No, yeah, Fire Fang. Oh, it goes for the super stab crunch now. I mean, that's gonna do the same damage it would have. Ooh, it did a lot. More than I was expecting, given how little. That didn't kill? Okay, I guess I heal here to be safe. I could switch, but there's stealth rocks, so stealth. If I were to switch, whatever's gonna take damage coming in, and it's not like I get a better matchup necessarily. Well, I would with Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker's a good matchup here, although it does take super effective fire damage also. A lot of our stuff does. I think it's better to just heal. I can't believe that didn't kill. That's gotta be like 1 HP. I looked at the damage and I went super stab raises me from that damage to enough to kill, and I was so certain. Alright, just a hyper potion. Thankfully, we saw the crunch damage was not enough to kill, even through a crit here. Of course, if it reduces our defense, then it gets scary, but it shouldn't matter. We are slower, though. We do go second, so that's something to keep in mind. If it reduces our defense, that could be a concern. I mean, we have enough items. That does more damage than I was expecting. I think we're fine. A crit could kill, though, still. It's a little scary. Alright, I guess I use another potion. I don't like having to use another potion here. It feels worthless. But who knows? Crit would kill, I think. Because that did 107 down to 147, or 207. That did 60 damage. No, crit would have done 90, around 90. We were actually at 107, so we would have lived. Never mind. We actually would have survived a crit. So it was actually pointless. But you know what? That's okay. Watch it get the crit here. No crit. Alright, got through the fight safely. And we are running up on the end of the stream time. So as much as I was hoping to get through more of these paths, we'll have to do it next time. So next time we're going to have to try to blast through the rest of the game. There's a couple more paths to finish. Which, as I've mentioned, we don't really need to do much else along the way. We can just go straight over there. I mean, I need to make some TMs and whatever, and check the stats, but I don't need to do anything else training-wise. We just need to go in and fight them and get through to the end. And then the last section is a little bit long, but I'll just ignore all the stuff on the side and just fly straight down, basically. We were so close, Mabostif. So close. But chamomile. Thanks, little buddy. Ooh, big money. Oh, I might have to run long on the next stream. Well, it's okay. I don't want to run long today because I still have some stuff I gotta do and I gotta go. And then I gotta go to bed. But actually, on Friday, I can... If I have to run a little bit long, that'll be okay. I'll be on vacation at that point. So, you know, doesn't hurt to stay up a little bit late in that case. And of course, it would be really nice to finish this, to wrap it up right before I go on vacation. Because, yeah, as mentioned, I will be taking vacation next week. I'll talk about that in a second. Dang. This is the strength of someone who could take down those Titan Pokemon, huh? Yeah, much as I hate to admit it, I do think we're going to need some more support. The Pokemon in Area 0 are super strong, and there are all sorts of weird machines there, too. I'd say we need at least 2 more people. Somebody with some champion rank level skills, and somebody who can deal with crazy tech. Gee, wow. Would you look at that? Suggesting the 2 other NPC classmates that we know of. Champion rank skills, wow, Nemona's a champion. Deal with crazy tech, wow, Penny talks about being good with computers and stuff. Or Cassiopeia did? I mean, I guess they both kind of did, right? Did Penny talk about it? I don't remember. But maybe when we defeat Cassiopeia, they'll join our team. Because they are good with tech. They say they hacked everything, right? Whoever it could be. So yeah, when I say maybe Nemona, he just basically says, this is what I said in my playthrough. I said maybe Nemona, and he's like, yeah, I guess she's strong. Let's see what she says for Penny. Huh? Never knew we had someone all tech savvy like that at school. But I doubt someone with those skills would bother helping us out unless she owed us. Or at least liked us. I mean, Penny does kind of owe us for saving her from Team Star, ostensibly. Although I guess I don't, you know, whatever. Or for helping out with Team Starfall, which she has shown herself to be a part of. But, well, we've got to do what we've got to do. Oh yeah, what he says about Nemona, that's right. He says, yeah, I guess she's strong, but someone like her probably wouldn't help us out unless at least one of us is on her level, saying, hey, you gotta go become a champion first, and then she'll help us. Whoever you think could be a help, just try getting in good with them. We'll see if we can't get a team together. Get in touch if you make progress. I'll do the same. Yeah, I'm sure you'll make a lot of progress for us, Arvin. I'm sure. Path of Legends complete. Alright, 1 path down. So, yeah, with that, next time we will go on to the next path. How are your EVs looking? Ooh, so close to max. So close. We'll have to do that next time. But we'll end it there for today. So, yeah, as I mentioned, 1 more stream on Friday, and then I will be on vacation for 2 weeks. My family's going to be visiting Japan, so we're going to go do a bit of traveling and all that, and and I'll just, you know, spend some time with them. It's been 16 months since I took a break from or since I had any break from streaming, so it's been a while. And, you know, I'm unlike last time where my break was quite long. This time I am planning to stream again once vacation's done and after a couple weeks. And so we'll take a break and then we'll kick off streams with the new year. And it'll be fun. Hopefully I'll get some good stuff going in the new year, you know. Get some more people hanging out, having a good time. But, you know, let's wrap up this year in style by finishing out this Nuzlocke, hopefully. So we'll do that on Friday. But as always, if you want notifications when I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can find those on Twitter. I also post a schedule every Sunday for the coming week, so you can know what to expect. Of course, as mentioned, there won't be anything for the next couple of weeks, but if you want to go check that out, you can find me at CamMillionT on Twitter. Take the link down below if it's easier for you. Who knows? Maybe Twitter will be dead before the start of 2023. I say this every stream, but you know, I have no investment in Twitter staying alive other than communicating with a few people who I've met there, and even then, I usually can talk to them other ways. So it's mostly a non-issue. It's possible, yeah, I know. I mean, the whole Twitter saga is something to, as someone who does not have, I mean, I understand for a lot of people, Twitter is an important thing for them. Not just as, like, news, but also as, like, a way of reaching out to their communities. And, you know, I've tried to leverage that in that way to some degree, but, like, I don't really have that much of a following there. I don't have that much of a following in general, but even less on Twitter than, at least here on Twitch, I got some people who follow and hang out and stuff like that. On Twitter, it's almost nothing. So I have very little personal investment in the future of Twitter. But we'll see how it goes. In any case, and the other thing, of course, VODs, as always. If you want to watch the archives, the past 2 weeks are kept here on Twitch. Anything older than that will be on YouTube. Anything older than that I have, which is about a year or so, is on YouTube, youtube.com/chameleon. So you can go check those out there. Check it out, subscribe. While I'm on my vacation, if you want to watch anything, you can find some stuff there. If you're missing, if you feel like you need some content to watch or put on in the background or something, you know, give it a look. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. So for the coming week, the schedule for the rest of this week is just Friday. Going to be playing the Nuzlocke, trying to wrap it up, maybe running along if I have to, as long as it's not too far. And I think I'm not planning to stream anytime next week. There's a possibility that I'll have time to stream on Monday, but I highly doubt that I will, because I think I'll just call it 2-week vacation. But that's going to do it for today. So thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your morning or evening. Had a lot of fun. No deaths today. Got a shiny and no deaths. Our fortunes are turning up compared to the last 2 streams where we had someone die in both streams. So the future is looking bright. But yeah, that's going to do it. So until next time, see ya.